What up, Lo? What up, Lo?
Raider Nation, what's up? How we doing? Gravy is back for another one. Gonna kick it with you. How my camera doing? How I sound? You guys give me some love for that. People always coming up in here a little quick. Well, not a quick live, but a pop up live that's gonna. I don't know if it's gonna upset you, make you happy, or make you wonder and things like that. But I've been gone for a minute. But it's great to be back. Miss my guys, man. Don't I have a lot to talk to them about. I talked to Lo this morning about some personal issues. We didn't even talk football, but I want to piece up to my boy Lo, man, and my boy Gay, man. I love you guys. Thank you for getting at me about my little situation I had, a little family issue. My father-in-law had passed away. Peace up to my Mr. Gilbert Sandoval. But my wife is sad, then I'm sad. I gotta take care of her. I gotta take care of your Wiz, bro. What type of man would I be if I wasn't there for her? So much love to my wife in that family. Real good dude. Wonderful. He's better now. Not he's in a better place. So big ups to Gilbert, man. So everybody, I'm glad to be back. Got so much to say. Got so much to hear from you guys. But hey, check this out, man. I'm doing this live on behalf of my boys, man. My boy Gabe and Lo. They didn't ask me to do this, but I'm always with them. They're my guys. So this is powered by Radio Nation Live. Go check it out, man. Sub to it. All three of us have our own accounts. As Coach Gravy on YouTube. What up, Lo? He's on all kinds of stuff. And Gabe, he's on all kinds of stuff. They're the professionals in this stuff. I'm just a I'm just a meatball. So you guys, what you think, what you have right now is just me. And if my boys, they got the invite, they can come anytime they want. Could we share this account? But Red Nation Live is the one that you guys want to look at and check out. Let's do it. Everybody trying to roll in. Once I get a couple people in here, I'll start announcing you guys what's up. But you guys deserve the all the credit. My boy Mike Guerrero, the first one on the panel, first one on the chat, boy. How you doing, Mike? How you doing, bro? Good to see you. Glad you're here with me on this yeah, early dinner live, bro. Early dinner live. So I got a lot to say, Mike. I want you to come in here and see what's up, what you think about it. Demarcus Webb, what's up, man? Circus Raider, how you doing? Yes, it was. He got something to say. Tubby, what's going on, my bro? Troll, you being a troll. Yes, it was. I have zero context, just being a troll. All right. That's good. Tubby, man, what's up? How you doing, bro? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Raider Night on my beard. On my beard, bro. Pause. Salute Gravy in chat. I do have a business called Gravy Top Chef Oil, bro. I do have oil for you. I haven't got into it ever since my transplant, but I'm gonna get back in it. Get at me, Raider Night, if you have a beard, bro. Get at me. Best out there, bro. All this new shit ain't got nothing on mine. Circus, what's up? Tubby again, Raider Night. Thank you, man, for all the stuff, for all the grievous stuff. Thank you very much. He the Geek Squad. He got the Geek Squad for fantasy players. Look, we got our 53. You guys have seen it. James Ripper, what's up, man? Good to see you. Raiders, man. Thank you. How you doing, bro? Raiders, bro. I ain't got the little machine to do all that, but we'll see what's good. James Ripple in the house, man. I'll get back to everyone, man. I appreciate you guys for being here so much. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to be here to talk Raiders with you. I didn't I didn't get a lot of the things that we did. A couple were what was expected and foreseeing what we did to what we have now. I'm gonna focus on that. I'm gonna talk about that. I've heard different content creators have different views, and now the excuses are coming out. The excuses. If I hear somebody say trust the fucking process one more time, I'm gonna go ape shit. I'm gonna go ape shit. We've been trusting a process for fucking 20 something years already. For 20 something years, we've been trusting a process. We go back to that. Now I'm gonna remind you. I'm gonna remind you guys that this isn't my intention. Isn't to be this mad. This I'm not mad. I'm good. I'm excited. I'm looking forward. I'm happy that the football season is coming to effect, and I'm happy that I get to see Raider football, and I'm really excited about this football team. But there's a big old but about it because I'm not. Ex- I'm excited about this team, but I'm not excited where we're at. Now, does that make sense? Does that make sense? You know, my boy Circus came up with some stuff right now. I didn't really read it, but I'll put it up here. I'm gonna go through you guys' chat, but I'm gonna say what I gotta say too. But I'll respond at the same time what you guys gotta say because I expect a lot of people to say this. I expect a lot of people to say so. So thank God we cut Mufford. I really soured at him. He wasn't improved the past couple of seasons, and he was dog shit in the preseason. A lot of people say the preseason was vanilla. A lot of people think so. He was a I've just about had my issue with everybody that said giving these guys chances and giving these guys excuses. Oh, we playing vanilla. We're playing vanilla. You know, we had one good preseason game. We still lost, right? And we didn't win a preseason game. Oh, we were vanilla. We didn't see it. But if it's vanilla, shouldn't you be fucking good at it? Shouldn't you do it well? You're allowed to make mistakes. If something's so easy for us, it's so easy for us to say it's vanilla. It was vanilla. We know the guys that played this vanilla and balled out. And who were those guys? But Zamir White was one of those guys that balled out in vanilla, right? Aston Genty didn't do it the first time, but he did it the second time. Balled out second time. He didn't have any problems of making a roster. White did. Did White improve? Yes, he did. I'm saying that. I'm saying that. The days of saving these freaking players that all these guys did, like Sincere McCormick, I'm glad he's the fuck out of there. The Walter kid, big fucking kid tackle, it wasn't worth a shit in 3 years. But get rid of that dude. There's a couple of more. There's one that's hurt right now. We don't see him for 6 weeks. Thank God. Thank God he's fucking hurt. Because I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to talk about that shit. And I'm sure when week 8 comes around, week 9's come around, we'll start doing that. But just the appreciation. I'm not saying shit about AOC. I was blessed. I was blessed. Now, I don't agree with what we did to replace the dude or any of that situation that we're going to talk about. This is going to be a pretty good little show, guys. Rafa, what's up, my dude? How you doing, bro? How you doing? But stick around. Stick around because Gravy got a lot to say. And I hope my boys get home from work and check that I'm out. I didn't leave nothing on Instagram that I was going to do something, but I was hearing all kinds of shit, man. Trust the process type shit. And this is why we got to do it. And this, and we got to check it out. Pete Carroll's going to do this, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's good. Think that way. I'm excited about this team. Are we happy what we seen on them rosters right there? Are we happy? What are our concerns? What have we been talking about? What have we been doing? We have contract issues. What up, Reddy Biggs, man? Good to see you, bro. Doing good. Here comes an excuse right here. I hate to talk about Rafa, but this is bullshit. We went from, okay, we didn't get the guys we wanted right in the draft, right? Right? No, free agency came. And I was pissed off about free agency from the get. You all know that. So we was happy we got this dude, we got that dude, we got this dude. But now I'm hearing people that are upset, that are saying things. I ain't happy with this roster. I'll bring some names alike. Very good content creators that come from the heart, the real. They ain't with this bullshit, trust the process and all that bullshit. They ain't talking about that. One of them was my boy Turf. Have you heard Turf's feed last night? Check it out. It's not because he was talking about being negative about this thing, because we have to. We can't. I understand people are excited, happy. Football's coming. Fuck yeah, let's go. I'm a coach. I know what's up. I know what's up, but I love these Raiders, man. I don't want them to fail. But we didn't put pieces in the right places to be successful. It's the same shit. We got the same shit. We got younger at positions, and I know we thought that these two offensive linemen were gonna pan out better than they are right now. They're third round picks. Now, if your understanding of a third round pick is different than mine, so be it. But a third round pick has to produce. That's what they're expected to do, man. Why are we giving this coaching staff that we have high standards of being successful and doing things? Why would we give leeway? The dudes they pick, they already fucked up the whole sixth round. The sixth round is fucked. What the fuck we get these guys for? Then cut them, and then put them on a fucking practice squad. There's plenty of good running backs there, plenty of good linebackers there. Waste gone. Fuck the practice squad. I don't give a shit. Sincere McCormick was on there for 3 fucking years and could crack the starting lineup until somebody got hurt. Dalton, whatever the fuck he was, couldn't fucking break the starting lineup because he was on. Saved his ass. We saved these guys. Who's next? This quarterback that we thought so highly of, he got cut. He's gone. And I ain't even got to that. Are we happy? See, this is right here, bro. This is right here with Rafa, man. I love you, Rafa, but you got your things wrong. I don't know how many shows you on, seeing or hearing or what you. This might be your own opinion, but it ain't mine, bro. Because I can't understand that you could be in the system. What's up, babe? You can't be in the system and sit here and say what's good. We have to be patient with a fucking NFL team getting paid millions of fucking dollars, and you're gonna just sit there and just wait. What, it's gonna be game 4, game 5, game 6 until they get the system. Nah, they gotta get that shit right now. Your 22 dudes need to get the system right now. This ain't, you lose games, bro. What's next? Oh, it's just one game. It's just New England game. Fuck it. It's cool. Is that what's next? Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Are we happy with what we see on their roster right now? There's some guys that are happy. I got my issues with some of them. I know that, man. You can't tell me different. That we got to do stuff, but don't sit here and make excuses with system, vanilla, and bullshit like that, because I ain't gonna get it. If you got a vanilla and I expect you to be vanilla on the preseason, at least fucking do it right. And we looked a fucking mess for 2 games. We gotta reach for some good shit to pull out. We gotta reach for some good shit to pull out. Cole Strange, maybe Biggs. We got to get better at the offensive line. But I tell you what, that offensive line at least was consistent except for the first game. 2 games in a row, they're getting it together. And when they came into the young guys, they need work, man. I don't know if these guys got drafted so high just on potential or what their definition. We don't know what their definition of progressing, or maybe they don't think that a third round pick should be starting. I don't know, but you should be doing something in the game. 9 out of 11 players, dude. We got these picks for these motherfuckers, bro. We've dropped down to our second round pick ain't even starting, bro. We're cool with that. Biggs, we're cool with that. And he's a rookie and he's expected to play, bro. And our fourth, we so high on our fourth round Thornton guy. His amazing three catches in it. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when we got fucking all out balling ass corners on this dude? It doesn't look like he could do nothing else but just run deep. That's it. To me, he wasn't out there fucking cutting it up as far as doing that. I seen fucking Jackson doing that. We cut his ass. I guess they don't like seeing good play. And Jackson got it too because he's not good. Just because he's Bo Jackson. See, that's Raider fans for us. Just because he's Bo Jackson kid, he deserves to be on a 53-man roster. He's a kid of Bo Jackson. Fuck that. I'm glad Trey Taylor's fucking gone too because he wasn't doing that. Some of these motherfuckers, I'm glad. That one catch was a great catch. One catch. Is that all you expect from him? Is to dominate the game. And he was in for a lot of plays, bro. He was in for a lot. See, Biggs, you're on this dude. I'm not. He's starting for us. You gotta accept that, man. I'm not. I'm not on this dude. Elite cornerback play will dominate this guy. He's not big, bro. He's only 205 pounds, bro. Yeah, and the Megatron. See, that's another thing we do. We overemphasize ourselves, thinking this dude's a Megatron, a fucking a Moss. No, dude, 20 pounds heavier, more fortitude towards the ball, better catch radius. Don't do that to yourselves because you're gonna get disappointed. This dude was a fourth round pick. See, I'm limiting my expectations for the dude because he's a rookie and he's a fourth round pick, and there's a reason for that, right? He wasn't the number one receiver on his team. He got 26 balls. So that told you how much of a baller he was. He had 600 yards, big play. One big play a game. Is that all we expect from our starting Z? 3 catches in preseason. He's balling. He fucking get his jersey. The fuck. I want consistency, bro. Consistency. And we're fucking with our consistency, bro. Jacoby Myers is consistent. Why are we fucking with this dude? He doesn't deserve $30 million. I don't even think he's asking for that. Where have you heard that from? Who said that he wants $20 million? Who says that? I haven't heard that once. T.O. was a third round pick, but he played for the fucking 49ers. Are we comparing him to T.O. now? T.O. was a fucking superstar, bro. From the get. We think this guy is a fucking T.O. He's not. He's not, bro. And what T.O. did is different. T.O. is not 6'5" with 4.1 speed, 4.3 speed. He a physical wide receiver that balled out and did a route tree. He just didn't run deep. I've never was with Thornton. He's a big guy. Yes, catch radius is amazing, but he ain't ran any miles, bro. He ain't fucking quit saying that shit. It's pissing me off. And no, I don't know you don't care. I know you didn't care. But look, T.O. had rights on the other side. So, yeah, he did, but that, who they throw to both? Super Bowls, bro. And then they have Vernon Davis in there in the middle. What the fuck, dude? We got Bowers in the middle. We can have that happen. And let the dude get to work before we start naming these motherfuckers, dude. We think he's a giant. He's not. He's tall. He's fast. Needs to work on that route tree, bro. Listen to my boy Turf, man. Listen to my boy Nate this morning, bro. My boy Raider Nate. Nutty Nate, man. Listen to him. He's not happy. I'm not happy with this, what we see, bro. We're going to have, I hope I'm wrong, bro. And tell me, guys. Tell me, Greg, you're fucking wrong. Give me the view, man. Give me the, but I'm not going to put it in your face if I'm wrong. We're fucking with our best receiver we have, bro. Amari Cooper doesn't solve that fucking problem at all. I'm not rooting for Farrell, but it's bound to happen, bro. You rooting for the impossible, Raider Biggs. You go out there defensively and say you got Eric Stokes and Kai Blue Kelly out there. You confident in that to cover fucking CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens? You think they're going to do that? You want me to say it's all good like the rest of these guys? Go with the process. Go hit and lose. The process waiting to happen. When are you going to wait? When are you going to wait to start saying what I'm saying? When do you start saying what I'm saying? GL Max, too many starting rookies tells me team ain't playoff run ready. I'm all about free agency, not the draft, and getting shit done now. Best thing said, bro. Raider Big, man, I'm good with you. Love what you say, bro, but you just got this whole wish aspect always in your mind. I don't know if you a young dude, if you ain't even seeing us losing. I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired of this, what we see, fucking with our best guys and not paying them. He doesn't deserve a bunch of money, and I'm sure he doesn't ask. Nobody even said that he wanted this amount of money. He knows he's not a number one receiver. He knows that he's this 1,000-yard receiver. That's it. But Amari Cooper, he's back. Are you satisfied? I'm not rooting for failure. I've been saying it's not good. Because you can't throw T.O. at me and Jerry Rice at me and say Thornton's like that. He's not, bro. That doesn't make sense. I didn't want to go after this, but Raider Biggs brought it out of me. Raider Biggs brought it out of me. You know, you can be rah-rah out. I'm that same way, man. I'm that same way. But you can't look at that roster. You suffered a lot, but you still got this hope. I'm cool. I'm cool. Licky T, what's up, man? You have that, but look at our roster, bro. You can feel that emotion. You could be through. You could have that emotion that we gonna ball out. I do, but if I'm on this platform, it ain't gonna be Mr. Goody Two Shoes, bro. We got problems. What kind of fool am I gonna look like if I say everything's all good when we got players out there that are backups, legit backups? All our secondary is either rookies, new guys, second-year players, or fucking backups on other teams. That's what it is. What's up, Licky? Jill Max. He can. So if you're telling me, bro, you know, people are saying, oh, man, he wants 15 or 20, $30 million, dude. That's number one. He knows come on, man. He has to know that. Dude, they got to be close because he's there, bro. That's the type guy he is, and they fuck with him. Just like they were fucking with Miller. Sign the dude. What kind of fucking shit is this? This is what pisses me off. Everything's going to be all right. It's not all right, man. We got a game in a week. And he's there, bro. He's practicing. So, fuck, what does that mean to you? Why are you fucking around? I know he's going to get signed, or they're going to trade him because getting Amari Cooper cannot satisfy you. to replace to replace Jacoby Myers. He doesn't do that anymore. He didn't do it. He hasn't done it. He got put on 2 teams in 1 year. Who does that shit? Why do we get guys like that? I'm happy with Amari Cooper being on the team. I think we need it, but with Jacoby Myers with it, that's that veteran that Thornton can have, bro. D line, Licky T that comes made. Our corners look suspect. Our corners are suspect. Our secondary is mid. Our linebackers is mid. Our defensive line is good. There we go. Hey, B Flores, what's up, man? How you doing, bro? What are you guys talking about? The draft is way more important than free agency. I think free agency is important, but we were so blatantly. I dig. We fucked off 2 6-round picks, and we're gonna say fuck the 6-round picks when we were all on Miller's job. We were all on Miller's job. Now we got cut. What do you think about him now? I ain't complaining here too. T.O. We're saying that Thornton because he's a 4th-round pick. I'm saying that T.O. was a 3rd-round pick, so never know. Some college players are better. Keep that in. Keep that with you. Keep that with you. I hope he blossoms, bro. But what I've been hearing, bro, what you've been hearing is probably what you like. Hey, he might be. But look on the field. Are you just looking at 3 catches in preseason and say, oh, this dude's a ball out all season? He made mistakes, dude. A lot of mistakes route running. When I was watching the dude, Gino had to look off of him because he wasn't fucking doing shit right. We better do the draft for 20 years than giving Raiders worst winning percentage player. Yeah. What's up, Night Owl, man? I just want to salute the original Oakland Raider fans who been looking at legendary. We look at legendary. Not saying my hometown ain't, but I just saying. Who you saying that? Are you from Oakland? Night Owl from Oakland. But when we mention names like that, Biggs, like we saying, I hear people say, you've heard people say that have shows, Randy Moss, Megatron. Fucking no, he's not, bro. Dudes came out as rookies, fucking killing shit. And we're 1st-round fucking picks. Now, you did your research and say, well, T.O. was a fucking 3rd-round pick. That's everywhere, bro. But we compare this guy to a future Hall of Fame. Nah, we always do that, bro. The next CMC, Luby, fucking special team ace. He's our special teams war daddy now. And we're happy about that. But remember what you were saying about this fool? I'll tell you what, I've been talking shit on Zamir White, but that dude proved my eyes that he's been working. Maybe he needs to be number 2. Maybe he's better that way. Find your place. Thornton will find his place. Bash will find his place. We ain't talking about this guy. Did we waste a number 2 pick on him? That's what people are saying. You can't break. Thornton is where he was because we think that he's some giant and that he's gonna do this and that. You know, we got to remember. If he overachieve, that'll be great. But all this work that he's been doing is overachieving for me because he was a 4th-round pick. And where he was at Tennessee wasn't the best wide receiver on his team. And I give him compliments for having 600 yards on 26 catches, 26-something a catch. He's a playmaker. Is it going to hop onto the pro? Didn't do it in preseason. One catch that look, the future. But you see, that catch sticks in your mind. You were going to be saying, where was that guy at when he's covered? Because all he could do is go deep. We're gonna start saying that, bro, because it doesn't look like he can do anything else but go deep. We needed a big receiver, not a tall, skinny ass fast guy. Now he from Compton. I'm just giving up to the Oakland, man. They named the Raiders the Raiders. They gave it to the Gangster Power. There you go. I dig that, Nidell. But Nidell, what you think about the roster, man? What you think about this offensive line or who we kept? You got surprised? I expected the rookies to stay there. You know, I kind of think that the rookies that we got, I think there are 2 third-round picks. They didn't blossom like they were. They didn't blossom. Now, there's been a lot of talk about, you know, the little Brennan coaching these guys, making these moves that the offensive line is going to do this and we're going to have problems doing this and that. Switching, I got on here and said, and I'll give it up, I'll leave it like that, that we're going to, I said that experiment was over. It didn't look like that was there. It was set that they wanted to do that. I've always said that I've understood that switch because I think that JBJ will be an all-pro guard. He's a damn good offensive lineman, so it doesn't matter. You know, he's not a tackle, but he's a damn good pulling guard, and I could use him better. If he could do more doing that, and you do more when you pull the guard than you do when you're a center. You know, he's an asset of being a guard than he would be in a center. In our minds, we were stuck. He's the best center in the NFL. They don't think so. So how you feel about that? And as long as we don't get an all-pro guard from free agency or something like that, he's always going to be a fucking guard. He is, unless we get another coach. Our problem has always been missing out on our first-round picks. Just franchise bad years. I think wasting 2 6-round picks on quarterbacks and trying to move motherfuckers and doing all this, and then you cut them, that was just a waste. Yeah, Mike trying to piss me off. Hit the like button. He's right with that, but he's to trust the process. He's trying to piss me off with that because what fucking process? What are we doing? The process of paying dues cheap, 1-year contracts, and let's get the fuck out of there. I was told that this head coaches that we admire now. I ain't here for the long run. We're going to get this shit done quick. I don't see a lick of that. I don't see a fucking lick of that. How many of you do? The rest of the offense is good to go. You like Tucker? You like Thornton back there just running fades all day? Don't you like tiring cornerbacks out? But you do play zone and put a safety over them. That's it. You see this dude catch a ball over the middle? You see him doing that? Oh, I'm sorry. It's vanilla offense, so that's why. 3 catches in preseason. He would have had more if he did his route right, because I know they were looking at him. After a game, as fast as he is, I don't know if it was Chip Kelly or something afterward. I heard on Q, couldn't get open. The windows weren't there. Actually, exact words. Windows weren't there for Thornton. And he's fast as fuck. How come he can't get open down the middle of the field? I ain't with Cooper, bro. I don't expect Cooper to do some amazing shit with us. He's there, bro. He's there, bro. I see, Nidell, you falling through the same fucking spell. I'm not falling for that no more, Nidell. I dig you, brother, but I ain't doing that. You know? I'm not with that, bro. We look like we panicked. We look like we panicked getting fucking Pickett and we panicked. We fucked off a 5th round pick when they probably I didn't want Huntley. I didn't want none of these motherfuckers that worked with Chip Kelly. They sucked just as much as fucking AOC did, and we just got a fucking another one. We gotta be hopeful that fucking Gino don't go down. The offensive line need to step it up, and that running game need to be secure. Here we go. I think Thornton will have a Denarius Moore type rookie season. He has 618 yards, average a cat at apples to apple. GL Max, that's what your starting receiver should get at 600 yards. We ain't win no games with that. And that's what you expect from Thornton, and he's starting for you. Fuck that, bro. That's what I expect too. And then you're saying that that's acceptable for you. Okay, if that's acceptable for you, he should be two. Amari Cooper should be starting there. If we keep Jacoby Myers, start Cooper and let him get his fucking 600 yards behind. So Amari Cooper could get fucking 900. And Amari Cooper could get that like that because Amari Cooper could run any route. He known for that. He might give up and quit on us, but fuck, if he don't get the ball, I don't think Amari Cooper even gives a fuck if he gets the ball. He just wants to run. He just wants to be somewhere. He gets traded so damn much now. But if we had Jacoby Myers secured and got Amari Cooper, I would put Thornton number 2 situation guy. We need to go deep. We get somebody off guard. Yeah, throw Thornton in there to get a bomb. He'll blaze right by him. But it looks like that's all he got. That's what he did in college, and that's what he's doing now. Myers and Bud will be kicking ass, and yes, Cooper should be a number 2. I don't think Cooper should be a number 2. Cooper. Myers is not a number 1, but two number 2s like that, I'll take. Then he could put Trey in there and Besh in there and Thornton in there from the back. I'll be more happy. I wouldn't be talking like this about our offense. I think our offensive line is cool, bro. I like it. They got better, man. The second game was better. The third game was better. They played. The rookies need to get it up a little bit. Like I said, I think their expectations was more for these guys. These guys didn't work out a little bit. I think Grant's doing a good job. They're young, man. The offensive lineman, I think a whole different level. I think a whole different level of offensive lineman than I do a defensive tackle or a fucking cornerback. But don't you get pissed? Don't you question what's going on if we're here and we've been told I ain't here for the long run, we're gonna win now. Does it look like we're winning now, getting Amari Cooper and Cody Pickett or Pickett? I gives a fuck about a backup quarterback. And we did. We cared about a backup quarterback. And we thought we had the best backup quarterback. And some of us was even saying, hey, let's start Cam Miller. And got cut. I'm secure on our quarterback, our starting quarterback. I'm good with that offensive line that we started with Parham in there. People might be upset. Might be upset with Mumford got released, finally got rid of this dude that never, we would be the type of people to say, hey, Mumford play all right, and then we started getting comfortable saying Mumford can play guard. No, he can't. He proved that. He just proved that he wasn't good. So he's gone, right? And then we're so fucking stupid, we get rid of a guy that don't count. We get rid of a guy. We waive a guy that don't count on our roster that had a little bit of promise. Licky Tassi was doing. He just had one thing, but he doesn't count. What is he at? What are you guys waving him for? He's just there. Only the Raiders would do that. Thornton did run routes with Oregon. He transferred to Tennessee, then they ran a different system because he wasn't all that, bro. He wasn't all that. A big playmaker is what he was. If we were winning now, there shouldn't be any distraction. But Myers wanting to trade is a huge distraction. 11 fucking days for a game, total book. I think it's both sides. You know what? You know what, Gio? I think that Jacoby Myers, everybody does that. They request a trade. He's there, bro. He's still practicing. McLaren, they didn't go there. They didn't practice. Dude from Dallas, he did. They didn't go to practice. But this roster on defense, man, is if you ain't concerned with that, and dude, all we got is Max. And we got our other guy, side guy, and I know what it's like to have a knee. And if you're put yourself in Kuntz shoes, man, there's guys angling your knees. There's chips, the running back looking for your legs. There's dog that shit's on his mind. He looks like he's playing like that. You know, he needs to get that shit out of his. We expect Kuntz that we're just gonna get disappointed because he didn't do shit in preseason, and he ain't the type guy that's a light switch, a turn on and off type guy. Yes, I would give Jacoby 20 million. I wouldn't give him 25 or 30 or anything like that. He's a number two receiver. Get paid like the best number two receiver. And he's not even the best. T. Higgins is the best. Now, this offense didn't change because we got Amari Cooper. Believe you me, it didn't change. We might be depending on Thornton. Now, when we start seeing in games that Amari Cooper is gonna, I expect Amari Cooper to take this. Amari Cooper ain't gonna take no second seat to some fucking rookie. So either they're comfortable with Jacoby being there, or they're not, or it ain't gonna happen, or they're looking for a trade. But I hope they don't fuck this trade off because we gave up a fifth round pick. I guess we don't give a fuck about picks because we gave up a pick of a guy that was on borderline getting cut, that was hurt. I think he was hurt. Didn't play in the preseason because he was hurt. And we gave up a fifth round pick for this guy. That sounds desperate. That sounds desperate to me. At least he has experience. He balled out, got a ring record. I wouldn't say that, but he ain't worth no like what we gave. Nah, Crabtree's way better, bro. Right now, I think Crabtree was an asset, bro. So we eliminate Thornton. We keep Jacoby. Thornton's not there. I'm more happy with the offense. I'm even saying that with Trey Tucker in there, and I don't know how I'm saying that. We got to get this shit that we inherited of being fucking cheap. Another guy we're gonna keep for 1 year, and we're gonna toss him, and that's it. But it's only about we got Amari Cooper back. Once a Raider, always a Raider, right? Even though they don't do shit. Since Sam McCormick, once a Raider, always a Raider. He'll be at the alumni chilling, and you guys will fucking want his autograph. Fuck that motherfucker. He never did shit. Hey, welcome to the club, everybody. Welcome to the club, everybody. Is telling me we have a problem on Facebook. You guys watching Low Channel on Facebook? Say what's up. Michael Crabtree at his later stage is better than Amari Cooper, bro. And we got to look into, man, we're getting 1,000, barely getting 1,000 yards. Yeah, 4 touchdowns. That's not a number one. There's no way he could think he want that money. There is no way that he thinks he's getting McLaren money. So the guys that we need on this team, to be on this team, to focus that you deserve that much money is hilarious to me, because hey man, you're dependable, you're clutch. That means a lot. You should get paid for that, bro. You're a decorated wide receiver in the NFL, bro. People talk about you. You're good. They expect good shit from Jakobi Meyers, but you ain't what Amari Cooper was. Because Amari Cooper ain't like that no more. 31 years old. He still got that juice, but Amari Cooper out there at his best will outshine Jakobi Meyers with the quick. But I don't expect Amari Cooper to be like that. But I know Amari Cooper could go out there, ball out, and produce 900 some yards, maybe 1,000, because he's Amari Cooper. Now we can't expect the dude to be 2 weeks in coming in here. That's an excuse. We can't expect Amari Cooper to ball out and beat Amari Cooper and Bowers will take care of us. Nah, bro, it ain't gonna happen. Amari Cooper needs to adjust, needs to be here. The reason why Amari Cooper was a free agent for sale, it wasn't like that everybody was calling his fucking phone. It sounded like we were desperate. It sounded like we were gonna lose Jakobi Meyers. But me seeing Jakobi Meyers at practice, Jakobi Meyers is the type football player that we need, bro. We cannot sit here and say, fuck Jakobi Meyers. You can't. Both of them will be adequate, bro, and I feel more better, but I already feel good about the offense. So, and Amari Cooper made us better. If Amari Cooper could take the role to slide right in and take Thornton's job, because he's a rookie, I don't feel comfortable with that. Okay, the only reason why Thornton would be a 4th round pick is starting for a team. He wouldn't be doing that at any other squad. Maybe the Saints, maybe for Dallas, maybe some shit like that. He don't even be on the field with Dallas, but some shit like that. For Cleveland. Yeah, fucking. I don't even think he's better. I don't even think he can take Cedric Tillman's job. But we can't sit here and say that we don't need Jakobi Meyers, because we do. Coach Gravy is in rare form. Hit the like button. Hit that like button, man. Give us all a sub, bro. I haven't checked my channel out, but hey, man, if you look at it, you can watch this or any other show that I have, or any show that Radio Nation Live has. With Gabe. Gabe has a show. You can watch it on my show, but give us all love, man. My boy Low. I know we ain't been doing a lot of shows, but we say we do, then we're not. We just got to get together. All of us have our own little things going on. We grown ass men, so I don't do this all day. I'm working now. I'm getting back to my speed, getting stronger, getting better. So check us out. We're gonna be coming back. Once I'm back in, I get the guys motivated. We come back, but we got to see something, bro. And I don't like being on the radio, being on these waves, talking shit. I don't like it. But I also told my boys I ain't been around it, bro. I got other things to do, family shit. So that was the reason why. But I caught up quick. It wasn't hard to catch up. And I'm not sitting here looking at shit trying to find something wrong with it. It's just there. It's just there, people. Hey, Night Owl got a grip of expectations right here. Amari Cooper, 800 yards. Bowers, 1,500. Jakobi Meyers, 1,200. It's hard to get 1,500 yards at a tight end, but I guess it can happen with him. Thornton 85, and you mean 850 probably. He got Deuce getting 1,300 on the ground, 500 in the air. That'd be good. I think Trey Tucker more, Nidell. I think Trey Tucker more. I'm done with Trey Tucker, but I'm excited to see him play this year. I'm done with him. If he plays slot, I'd rather have Jacoby as slot. I'll tell you the truth. But Trey Tucker could run a little bit of routes. He runs deep post corners. They're deeper, but he do that. He could do a post corner. I ain't seen Thornton run a wheel route, a fucking post dig. I ain't seen no dig. There's no such thing as a post dig. You just do a post. They're having him do all kinds of easy routes, and he doesn't. He's not doing it. He's. Let me tell you this: if you guys didn't see him taking plays, like if he's not getting the ball, that's why he wasn't the number one receiver at Tennessee. I don't know in college that he got adjusted and say I could do what I want. He probably could do what he wants because he's so fast and he has that radius. But that radius from here to college went like this when he played against these corners that are just as fast as you. You look in the combine at these corners running 4.2s, 4.3s, and shit like that. Most of the cornerbacks are running 4.3.5s, 4.3.8s, just like you. And what's even crazier that these good corners, a lot of them in our division, you're not gonna get doubled up, bro. So the aspect of the only person that deserves a fucking double up will probably be Bowers. Maybe Amari Cooper, it matters how he plays. Amari Cooper can't be Amari Cooper if he gets the ball a lot. He drops the ball too. But right now, I think that Amari Cooper will have a better year than Thornton. I'm not putting all these big expectations on Thornton because I'm realizing that the guy's a rookie. And he's going to do rookie shit. They always do. Ashton Jeanty is going to do rookie shit. He showed it already. So as a running back, you got to understand the pressure that's going to be on this guy. Raider fans are putting a lot of pressure on Jeanty, a lot. So it's expected to be a number one pick. Look at the expectations we have of a 4th round pick. Okay, we picked him in the 4th round for a reason, and believe you me, I didn't want him. There were better fucking wide receivers, and there are a lot of people that are in the draft and know the draft that wait a minute, this guy's on there. We get this guy because he's tall. I hear a lot of people saying he's a big dude. He's not big, bro. He's 205 pounds. He's a tall, lanky, skinny guy. He needs to put a lot of weight on. He's tall. He can catch the ball. He had a great catch in preseason. I'll admit that. I'll give that to him. That's a potential we see. Can he do it all the time? I hope so. But wouldn't you rather have legit, Pro Bowler out there? We got Amari Cooper out there. We can keep Jacoby Myers. I feel way more comfortable about this offense being productive and being executed without depending on a rookie. Get that in your head, people. We're depending on a rookie to take over our deep end. Amari Cooper in his young day was just as fast as Thornton was. We seen it. If you guys remember or old enough back then, I don't know how old it is. But hey, we use the narratives like trust the process. What process are we doing? What's our process? What is it? Have we heard it? What is the process we're doing? Because it looks like to me we're wasting draft picks. We're paying guys cheap, right? I understand these waiver pickups are just backup players. They're good at something. They're special teamers. The dudes we get right now aren't. They have to be on our roster. So someone's leaving. They don't get them and put them on in the practice squad. They have to be on your roster. We're waiving guys that don't even count on our roster that are learning football, but we don't want to teach them. I understand all that. We ain't got time to be teaching Licky Tassi a fucking football. We ain't got time to be. I understand that, but you bring the guy in to learn. He's gonna be somewhere else and blossom. Keep the dude around. He doesn't count. I don't expect Licky. He did adamantly good, better than fucking Mumford. The guy bulldozed people over. I don't see Mumford doing that shit. Licky Tassi was better than Dalton Wagner. And we saved this motherfucker for 2 years. He didn't get better after 2 years, and neither did Sincere McCormick. I did my piss off turf a little bit, but I think I heard him say he was tired. He had to go anyway. This was his last chance. My boy Nidal, man, hey, you guys thanks for coming over here and checking out with Coach Baby. I'm sorry that I feel this way. But offensively, my upkeep is my uptake is good. It's good. But we cannot be confident on our defense. Check this out. Drew Lock carved us up. He's carving us. Drew Lock carved us up. You know, homeboy from Purdy. Oh my God! And that wasn't number twos out there. I seen Stokes out there. Oh my God! And then there's other fool from Arizona. 3rd and 18? I don't know if you guys were watching or whatever. We're on a 3rd and 18. Boom. Where at? This defense, if they overachieve, I'm all for it, bro. I'm all for it. But please, I pray. I am very, very concerned with that. We're just gonna have to depend on Max. Adam Butler had a good preseason. He did what he had to do. Some guys shine, you know, on defense. Our pass rush is, but I ain't gonna sit here and say it's legit, it's dope. You know, we got mid second back. Our linebackers are mid. The one that surprised me that was dope was Devin White. It looked like to me, Devin White is back. And I like what people that know linebackers and play with linebackers, they're all telling me the same thing. Devin White looked good, but you ain't watching that, man. Pratt, he was the best linebacker on one of the worst defenses in the league, but that defense was better than ours last year. And Landon Roberts impressed me. Maybe Landon Roberts could grow on me like Spillane did. Spillane. Here we go, GL Max, bro. What's up? I'm counting on Geno Smith to throw, run, and carry the load where defense is out by eating the clock. He got paid. Go earn that shit like Crosby. I'm different about Crosby, bro. I think Crosby bitched to get his money. I expect a lot from Max Crosby, GL Max. I don't know if you feel that way. You know, I see Night Owl agreeing with you. I agree with you with Geno. Geno, our quarterback play has to dramatically be way better, and I know it will. I'm confident with Geno. You just hope he don't get hurt, bro, because I'd be damn of Pickens out there. I think Crosby bitched about his money and got it. He's talking like he's top whatever. People don't think that way. People say he's a top 5 pass rusher. I don't want almost getting there. Pressures don't mean shit to me. They do in football, but I'd rather you get home and get a fucking sack. Do what homeboy from the Bengals is doing. Be up there with them, bro. You haven't got more than 15 sacks ever. These dudes are getting 17, 18, 19, 20 sacks. Not getting paid as much as you. Now they are because they're doing that. I don't want to hear all this talk. I'm the best. I did whatever. Either you step it up or you don't deserve that money. And it's gonna take 1 year before. I'm not the only one saying that. I don't know if you're hearing it, but I expect a lot from Maxx Crosby. He's the leader of our defense. He's the leader of our team. He needs to go out there and fucking get dope. He needs to take over fucking games. He did that. He did that against Cincinnati. He finally took over a fucking game. And I haven't seen that from him at all, ever. Maybe one New England game. I seen Maxx Crosby dominate a game where they had problems getting him. But I tell you this, the 49ers play and Trent fucking, what's his name was out, Trent Williams was out there. He wasn't going to do shit. You get a good tackle on Maxx Crosby, he doesn't show up. Maxx Crosby, if he was that dominant like you say he is, he would have did that. But I love Maxx Crosby, man. I want him to do good. I want him to pressure the fuck that. Let's get sacks. That's what we got to expect from our playmakers. Oh, no, it's all right. Oh, cool. We said, "Yo, you better be a defensive player of the year, or number 2. You better have just a couple of votes behind, and that motherfucker better be a get ready to be a Hall of Fame motherfucker." Amari Cooper is washed. Raiders need to stop playing and extend Jacoby. At least give him a little bump. He gonna get a good bump. Dude, only making what, $10 million this year? That's not number 2 money. We're playing with him. There we go. Gio with the truth be told, I would have traded Max last year for multiple first round pick and our salary cap would have been through the roof. Yeah, I kind of felt that way, Gio. I didn't want to say that. I was just talking shit that Max needs to shut up. That's what I was on. Shut up, man, and do work, bro. You're hurt. He was hurt, and he was on podcast talking shit, hurt, not playing, and we won 2 games without him. When he got hurt, we had 2 wins. He was out, we won 2 more. Sitting here having my CAO Italia. I usually smoke Brasilia, but this is an Italia. But great I haven't smoked in a minute. But now time to relax, kick back. Gonna go eat dinner a little bit. Just want to talk to you guys, man. I was hating that I had to talk all this shit, but I'm on the up on this team. I know we're gonna be a better team. I know we're gonna play better. I just want to look better. I want to be out there on TV, not embarrassing. And those games in preseason, besides a half of one, we look embarrassing. What did we get out of that Arizona game? Our preseason, vanilla, all this. We're trying to figure out who's playing. But look, if it's vanilla, then do it fucking right. I said that already. Then do it right. We got carved up at defense and secondary. And those dudes were in there for a minute. And then we're on the same issue. We want Darian Porter to be this number. Dude, I've told you this before. He wasn't a cornerback in college, bro. He didn't play a lot of corner. He's learning how to play corner right now, legit, the way it's supposed to be. And he didn't look that good. He didn't look that good, bro. But if you wanted these vanilla defense-wise, or I hear a bunch of guys say, we were playing zone. Fuck yeah, you're going to play zone. What you want? What you want? Stokes and fucking Darren Porter to be press man against fucking badass? No way. No way. Our safeties will be getting tore up. And we didn't let a deep ball last year at all with our safeties. And Morag was there. You see Morag playing for Carolina? Could use that. But what I'm getting at is that I understand we're hoping that Chin is this, and we know what Palomar could do, and what Chin could do. The only two picks we got was from our safeties, and I like that. Great picks too. Love the effort. Love what they did. They're recovering their area, and that was what we did last year. So it don't really look like a fall off. The only thing is that we had a terrible tackling experience on all the games. It didn't get better. It was still bad, but we were saying, oh, wait till the pads get on. But what were we doing with them pads, bro? Were we hitting the bags? Were we hitting people? Did you get calloused up? What was the problem with the tackling right there? If you coach football and you seen that exhibition of tackling all 3 games, you weren't impressed with it. It could get better, and it needs to get better because there's no excuses anymore. But we're out there, and we got all these guys that can stop the run and that are ball ass tacklers. That was what we were saying earlier. Now they haven't played a game yet, but I don't want to hear this shit. Oh, Chin missed 5 tackles. Oh, it's only 1 game. Thornton dropped 2 balls and they overthrew. I don't want to hear that shit. It's only 1 game. If you're that type guy, get the fuck out of here because I ain't with it. It's only 1 game and we lost that game. We gonna go to fucking New England and dominate that shit. It'll be embarrassing if we get mobbed like that. And these players are gonna go out there and play. It's that who's got them that we're so hyped on, bro. Where is this Pete Carroll at? They improved with the enthusiasm and all that against the Niners. I seen that. I seen a different team come out against the Niners. I seen fucking Pete Carroll come out of that. We were different, but we still got carved up, man. Running the ball, we didn't. We stopped the run against Arizona. Thank God, Karn wasn't playing. Or Trey, what's his name? Benson, the dude I love. Here we go, Gomez. Good to hear you speak from your heart. That's you and your family. Radio Nation for life. Peace out, nation. Hey, man, thank you for being here, man. I love that, man. I love that. Thank you very much for being concerned for my stuff, man, my tapes. I don't think the regime cared about preseason. They were evaluating players. I think their methods are determining quality and something we're not used to. I think it was that, but I adjusted myself, Nidal. I adjusted myself for the vanilla. And like I say, bro, if it's vanilla, it should be easy for you to do it right. We were all over the place, bro. Vanilla is tackling. You've been doing it your whole life. You're a safety. You know angles. You're a linebacker. You know angles. Our best tackler was a converted safety. We've been trying to do that for fucking 7 years, 8 years with Diablo, and the same shit was happening. Thank God we got Jamal Adams because he was out. He was the only one out there not missing tackles. The Bergs out there missing tackles. Pratt out there making tackles, getting #1 tackler in the fucking NFL last year, missing tackles. Angles, bro. You're a linebacker, man. That should be easy for you. That's a first. If you were a linebacker your whole life, that should be the first thing. That's the first thing you learn is instincts and angles. There's no excuse for that. I prepare my running backs for crazy angles from running back from linebackers to run the ball. This guy over angles it. He likes to hit them from the outside. He don't want to get you from the inside. Take a good angle and go heads up. Take on that block. You got linebackers that take blocks. Pratt does that. Pratt will take on that block and let his outside guys contain do that. We gave up contain all over. We sold it up against Arizona. I like that. I like our Arizona take, what we did there. But it started in the first quarter. It started with the ones, the first reps. Stop and keep it contained. I think we got that. We the people. What's up, man? How you doing? Hey, lost people, man. People didn't like what I was saying. They all gravy being negative again. You feeling good about Adams? Yes, I'm feeling good about Adams. That was our bright spot on our defense so far. That was a great pickup. That was a great pickup. I don't think he would have went anywhere else, bro, unless he was with Pete. So that's good we got Pete because I don't think Jamal Adams would have came to the Raiders if he would have seen this shit. But he's balling, bro. Jamal Adams is a baller. Jamal Adams was a dope football player. I always dug Jamal Adams. I expect this from him. It's no surprise that Jamal Adams plays like this. Not to me. This is my own little show, Trap Guy, man. Thanks for being here, bro. Thank you for being here. We the people too. Ready Biggs, always with these good takes. Always with the good takes with Ritter Biggs, bro. We've been going at it today a little bit. I'm gonna bring this up right now, but I'm gonna talk about Trap Guy, my crew. Day at work, man. I did this little surprise, didn't let nobody know, but I was though. I just said, man, I've been hanging on to this. Gonna have a draft next week. I'll talk about that tomorrow. I don't know. We'll have a show tomorrow. I think Lo was gonna set it up. I talked to Lo today. We didn't even talk about that. He was just seeing how I was and stuff. So yeah, I'll get it. Raider Biggs, you want to make mistakes in preseason, you can fix it before the regular season. Everyone come out and did their job every snap. That's what you need coaches for. We did things from the first game. We improved from first to mid, but tackling was the same. We it was the same, bro. We were missing tackles, and that shouldn't happen, bro. We can't think these guys are peewees, bro. They're pros. They need to tackle, bro. If you're a veteran, and even if you're a rookie, bro, you learn that first. Resign Jay. Jay want to say Myers to a 2-year extension. I think it will be here for 3 years, including this year. Let the younger receivers learn and go. That's why you sign Jacoby. I'm expecting Jacoby to sign sometime this week. We can't go in the next week game planning for New England and then fucking not have Jacoby Myers sign or getting ready to trade the dude. We the people, linebacker, DB, and safety should gel now, bro. So we the people. What if we're 0-5, bro? How you feel about that? Finally, we're gonna get our shit together. That's not the way to think, bro. That's not the way to think. That's that. All right, we're cool. We're 0-5. We're gonna do on the comeback. Next thing you know, you're 0-7, and we're over here doing mock drafts and shit. You can't think that, we the people. The only time you could think that is with the offensive line. Is with the offensive line to gel, bro. DBs don't gel; they react, bro. The defense is reaction. The offensive line gels. Your defense, who's the leaders of your defense, get it together. It's different. That's the way I play ball, bro. If you just wait and see, we the people, nah, bro. That's not the way I play ball, and that's not the way that NFL plays ball. Well, let's go to game 5, then we'll gel. We'll see what's going on. Have the right people in place, game 1, and be ready to fucking go. It ain't vanilla game 1. It can't be, we're not doing these plays, we're not doing this, we're not doing nah. That's our way of thinking now. That's our way of thinking. Stop it, people. Stop it. I can't believe that. I can't believe that week 5 is a standard until it keeps going. It's a habit, bro. It's fucked up. If it's fucked up to week 5, it's going to be fucked up for the rest of the season. Or get somebody else. Get rid of the dudes. If it takes till game 5 to play that motherfucker and you realize, it ain't working out, they should be gone game 2. If they fuck up game 1, get rid of that ass. There ain't no, he had a bad game. Game 1, nah, nothing. If we want to win, that's a loser mentality, bro. Game 5, come on. I love you, we the people, but man, dude, I don't like hearing that. I don't like hearing that. What do you think about Kai Blue Kelly will run an up-tempo pace, or Chip Kelly will run an up-tempo pace? I think he'll blend it in, bro. I think he'll blend it in. He kind of got off it. It's faster than normal, but I dug the way he was in college and when he was at Philly. If it's that, then we're gonna be hard to stop offensively. But it's just if this line can do that, and he got young dudes over there. He got young guys that can run. You know, he got guards. That's why I love. I'm expecting that what you just said, Mark, and I expect JPJ, young guy, quick guy, good on his feet, go up there and fuck up a linebacker, get in that hole and tear his ass up, and let JPJ was in there when Zamir White was running outside zone. And we're saying that Zamir White had a great preseason. He did well in preseason. I'm impressed with Zamir White. And it's because JPJ was playing fucking guard. Look at it. Check it out. And I don't know why we think that Kappa is hanging with JPJ. Nah. They're not doing that to start shit. They brought Kappa in to be a guard. They didn't probably intend this to happen. It's probably happening. The JPJ is a guard, probably because Kappa got hurt. But either way, bro, Kappa would be the guard, and Meredith would probably be our left guard. And JPJ would be center. That was my first react. What was going on? I didn't have Parham there, but Parham had a pretty good preseason. He was getting there too. Parham has good feet, and Parham can pull. He's a little guy, got good feet. All you gotta do is just get in the way there. But you get a monster like JPJ pulling, bro, it's over. That dude loves to hit you and take your ass down. That's why Zamir White impressed me. I seen it, dude. That dude just followed. You had slow ass fucking what's his name over there pulling, and Zamir White was getting blasted. There we go, Trap Guy. Do you think Gino will have the best season with all the weapons he has? What weapons are those, bro? Amari Cooper and Jacoby Myers, that's unsigned? Because I don't think Trey Tucker's a weapon. I don't think Thornton's a weapon. He can be a weapon. He's a weapon deep, and he can get open, but he throws some good-ass corners on him that don't take that shit. Just because he's 6'5" doesn't mean that if somebody's a good-ass corner and presses him, that he won't be derailed. I think he will. Because he ain't big. Everybody said he's a lanky, tall, skinny guy. I think Gino, I agree with you. I think Gino's going to have a great season, bro. I think he's confident. He's playing like he's confident. Raider Biggs, you're right, bro. Staying healthy and everyone main concern in preseason. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But you still, if you're not solidified and you're going for a job, right? Then you got to ball out, bro. You can't look like shit. And then, why were we saying Cecil McCormick was getting busy, and we're surprised that he got cut? I'm not surprised. I'm tired of his shit. He had an opportunity to play with our best line that we had last year, which wasn't shit, and he produced. But those games that he played that we won, we were playing booty-ass teams, and we won those games. What is Jacksonville and the Giants we won? I don't even know. I think DeVito came back and beat our ass. What 2 games were those? I know one of them was Jacksonville. Yes, every game, bro, you got to stay healthy. Shit happens in preseason too. Look at all these people getting hurt in preseason. Fuck up our best backup quarterback did. They did that when AOC was in there, man. Did you guys notice? I know he's not here no more. Thank God for 8 weeks. I don't have to worry about this dude getting in the game, fucking things up, slowing all this offense down. That wasn't Chip Kelly shit. Vanilla quarterback doing vanilla shit, and he couldn't even do that right. What the fuck are we doing? Yes, I'm gonna hate on AOC. What's up? Hey man, I was behind the chat. Michael Guerrero, what's up? Saying what's up? Chewy, my dog, man. What's up, man? Good to see you, my bro. Thank you for being here with me, man. Got a little quick live saying what's real, man, saying what's on my mind. I ain't got a lot of debate, besides Big saying that T.O. mess and two different guys. Thornton ain't T.O., bro. Thornton is starting for us now. Okay. But the three catches he got, we're gonna solidify him as a starter during the game. We keep Jacoby. Amari Cooper should be on the other side. Amari Cooper is not a backup, bro. Amari Cooper can't be washed. Amari Cooper, a washed Amari Cooper, so you guys say, is better than Thornton right now. Is better than Thornton right now. That's coming from Gravy. You could say that Gravy said this. People disagree with me, then fuck it. You think very highly of Thornton. Raiders, we the people say getting 9 wins. I'm lower than that, bro. Thank you, Jason Downs, man, for being so concerned, man. Thank you for my father-in-law, man. Mike trying to piss me off here again. I know he don't think that way. I know Mike's on the come up thinking that the Raiders are balling. Hey, man, I'm that way. I'm going to be that way to the fullest. But see, my show and what I say is I understand that we're going to do things right. And I'm going to acknowledge that too. But see, what I do is that I'm going to highlight what we did wrong, and I'm going to explain what I think, how we can fix it. And then we get this. Mike has heard me talk very well about this team when we were bad team. You know, and I've been on lives with Mike where we argue like a motherfucker talking about, hey man, why won't you give this guy a chance and all that stuff? But I was done with him. When I'm done with you, it's hard to come back. It's hard to. Like I was done with AOC. He was our quarterback. I was rooting for the dude, but I expected something fucked up to happen. You can't feel that way about your players. Like when Thornton's out there, I expect something fucked up to happen. He's gonna do something wrong. All our excuses. Oh, he's only a rookie. Well, why is he out there doing that shit? Amari Cooper wouldn't do that. Amari Cooper's not gonna do rookie shit. And I don't even feel good about. I'm all right with Amari Cooper being on our team. And I'm not a once a Raider, always a Raider guy. I'm not like that, bro. There's players that I don't give a fuck about that were Raiders. Raider Biggs, only 17 games. Every game is important. Yes, sir. I'm glad you say that, Raider Biggs. Be that way, bro. Preach that. Tell them. These people that say, oh, it takes 3 games for this to gel. Fuck no, you got to get it right the first game of the season, bro. New England, they whooping motherfuckers 45 something. Impressive. They ain't doing shit wrong. They got their flaws, but we had way more flaws than we did good. And just check this out. Preseason, yeah, you do things, but if you want to try things out, do it right. We were all over the place. We were all over the place. And when you say, oh, it's just practice, this ain't Iverson fucking type shit. You practice, you play that same way. Unless you're that type dude. Them light switch dudes that I say. Thornton ain't a light switch dude. He can't turn it off and on. He does it anyways. Thornton does that anyways. And he can't do that. That's a bad fucking habit. I seen him. Watch him. Look at the things What I do is that you always got to be, hey, that's great, man, but you did this too. Why didn't you sell out and get that block? Why did you run that block? Get that block. Go get that corner. Go get that safety that was playing zone for your running back. Why didn't you do that? Why'd you well, how come he didn't run that 4-3 doing that? He does that. But on the other side of him, Jakobi Meyers, and we need to realize that he does that and pay the motherfucker. He's known for that. He's a decorated run blocker, doesn't drop the football. And all he's asking for is a little bit of money. He's there. We should appreciate them. Why do we drag this shit on? His dude shouldn't be worried about that shit 2 weeks before the game starts. Now he's, am I going to be, should I, you know, what am I going to do? Am I going to get hurt and not have no guaranteed money? What the fuck? You know, what happens? It needs to get taken care of, man. This guy's thinking that. He's not asking for no bag. I know he's not. We have the fucking money. What are we worried about? We have money. And Amari Cooper, I heard making $4 million. He can make 6 or 7 with incentives and doing all this. Amari Cooper is making $7 million. And Amari Cooper has more shit than fucking Jakobi Meyers. Wow. My Fresno partner, Chewy. What's up, man? Chewy, I got to find a way to get you on. I got to find a way to get you on, bro. If I leave it in the chat, there'll be a bunch of motherfuckers that don't like my boys or me. And I'm coming on here doing some stupid shit, man. I love to leave it in the chat, but I don't like people sitting in my room right here and I'm just looking at them and shit. But, you know, it's important to have a IG, bro. I'm not computer savvy. I know what I'm doing, but you know, I didn't get your, would you send me the email that you got to? Would you send it to? You got my email? Or you send it on YouTube? I want to get you on, bro. We can talk. Fresno guy saying what's up. Coach Gravy, I didn't know about your stepfather, bro. My condolences. Thank you, brother. It wasn't my stepdad, bro. It was my father-in-law, my wife's dad. Thank you for that, man. And you know, Lo and Jeff and Chris and all them guys that acknowledged me for that. They didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. I appreciate that, man. You know what, man? This Raider Nation and this community that's with us and everybody else though is dope, man. As far as giving out, and I love that, man. I love that. No matter what I say, I'm always gonna love the audience that comes to me and the audience that comes to other people, bro. That's great. We are like that. We take care of each other. We might talk shit about each other, but it ain't serious. And we might get on each other's nerves, but it ain't intentional. Sometimes it is. Some people are like that. But we all Raider fans, man. And if that means something, then just take care of each other and care about when something happens bad in the family. Because I do it. And as you get older and things like that, some shit matters and some shit don't. But I love football. I'm passionate about football in general, and I'm passionate about the fucking Raiders. And when I see something that ain't right, bro, you know Gravy's gonna tell you. You know, we can win that game 55-0, but Gravy's gonna be out here saying, "Man, you see Aston Genty get that 2-3 yard loss," because I like that. I'm like that, and things that we can clean up. But we might win 50-0. Because that's what coaches do. That's what I'm saying. Cooper is a vet, and I agree about that once. I agree about that once a Raider shit. You agree with me? But, hey, I don't see Amari Cooper that way. He was a Raider, bro. But now that shit's gone, bro. You was on 5 different teams, bro. We brought you back. We didn't bring you back because you was a Raider, bro. We brought you back because you could be productive. And I think that it was panic mode that we seen Thornton and Besh not doing what we thought they would do. Besh is a second round pick, bro. He should be breaking that starting lineup. He did not start a one preseason game. And you gotta be concerned about that. I like Besh. But we got that pick. We traded back. Right? To get that pick. Or we traded back to get the third round. I don't know what it was, but I don't know. We had a second. Guys, remind me. I don't remember the draft. I was happy about the draft of picking Bash because he's a strong guy. He's a good route runner. He showed it at TCU. That's a powerful offense. He takes the ball from you, and he's hard to tackle. But he didn't get the ball a lot, or not where he was playing. When they put him with the twos, you showed it. I want to see him with the ones. I want to see him starting. A guy that's number 2 pick needs to be like that. So that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing at practice. That's what you're not being successful in practice. You're practicing more than you are during the game, and it pertains to the game. So he must not be doing things right in the game. Either he's not grasping everything, because his route running is good. I seen that. His route running is way better than fucking Thornton's. Way better. I don't know why we're talking. Maybe he's different specimen or something, but Besh is a better wide receiver technically than Thornton is. He just didn't do anything in preseason. I don't know if that was the intention. Just wait and see what's up, or it's too vanilla. They had him just doing things and watching him do his route running. They do that. But I don't think they fuck around in preseason, bro. If you're gonna fuck around, you gotta do that shit right away. Yes. If you're gonna be vanilla, do it right, bro. If it's so easy for us to say do it right when you're doing it. That's what I don't get. Always vanilla. Always we're not showing defense. All right, I understand all that. I do the same thing. If I'm practicing against somebody, having a practice game, I ain't gonna show you all my shit. I can do motion or jab plays or do my things that I'm going to do during the game. I might. But if I run a play that I'm going to do in a game, that's in my playbook that I have designed to be a game day play. And if I do that shit and it scores, then that play works with the right personnel in there. If it don't, you ain't either got the right personnel or it didn't execute. And I thought when Geno Smith was in there, and our offensive line was in there, our running game was in there, our running plays were executed because we ran the ball well, except for the first game. We ran the ball well against twos. We ran the ball well against twos against Arizona. That doesn't matter to me. But they did it right. Those vanilla plays were done right. All our excuses were coming from the wide receivers that weren't doing anything. And they were saying it's vanilla. If it's vanilla, you still got to block. You still got to block somebody. So do it right. You guys get me on that? You could use that at different shows. That host is sitting there saying, "Oh, it's only preseason. We're gonna show it what it's like." Well, if you don't look good in preseason, if you're that type team, we can hit the switch and be dope. All forward to you. I'm behind on the chat a little bit. I'm glad you agree with me on that, bro. Not out, but you think our offense will be formidable, but it's another playoff contention. Night out. I think it might be both, bro. It might be both situations. I know Geno's ready to go. Geno looked like he's ready to go. Accurate dude. He got it there, bro. You moved out of the pocket. I don't remember him getting sacked, did he? I just remember Cam and fucking AOC getting sacked. They protected him well. His presence in the pocket when it collapsed, he got out of there and did some dope dope throws to whoever it may be. He went to he looked he protected himself well, and you could tell that he dominated that line. He dominated the whole situation was good. He was moving around, his arms were moving. He was in sync, bro. He's ready to go. I think Geno's ready to go, bro. And he might surprise some people, bro. He might be a comeback dude. Ain't you bad, Nido? Ain't no bad, bro. Thank you, Biggs. Thank you, Night Owl, man. Thank you, Chewy, man, very much, bro. That's what I was just talking about, bro. About how we care about each other. I'm kind of late. You guys might have said it earlier. Yep, I'm saying once a Raider, always a Raider doesn't apply to everybody. I would give that Devontae Adams and Antonio Brown or Henry Ruggs. Henry Ruggs did something stupid. Devontae Adams, I never thought would be a Raider. You know, he swindled us a little bit, but I don't give a fuck about him no more, bro. I hope that Amari Cooper says, you know what, I'm a Raider right now. I'm gonna get busy. I'm gonna show all y'all that I came back to blow it up. Make me say you're a Raider, bro. Because in my view, you're not. I'm glad you're on our team. You're an asset right now to our team because I think they handled that. Do you think this? Do you think that this inconsistencies that I see in Thornton, okay, this one-way player that we have that can learn, Dante Thornton has a potential to be in the long run to be a dominant wide receiver because he's tall. He needs to put on weight, bro. He needs to put on weight. Now, what we're comparing him to, this dude, is mega. I hear Randy, no way, man. Don't do that to yourself. Don't disappoint yourself to that already. I would consider Henry Ruggs a Raider, bro. He did something stupid. Yeah, it ain't our fault what he did. And people didn't do worse than he did, but he was getting there. Jason Downs. Let's see what Jason Downs thinks about signing Cooper. Signing Cooper is more in line with giving us stability, like we brought in Andre Rison. Just saying this team is going to be like 1999. It's going to be challenging at times. And it's going to be challenging with Thornton in there. Jason, if you agree with that, I thought this was a Band-Aid for that, until, if it takes, you can look at Thornton and say, look, his speed and how tall he is and his catch radius, he's good at that. He's elite at that. And you've seen it on that touchdown pass. There was a ball that nobody could get, and he got it, even though he was covered. He was covered that touchdown play. And I'll give that to him, bro. That was a great, great play. That was Thornton. You're going to see that from him. But everything else that he did, what you're supposed to do as a wide receiver, he's not good at. He's not good at. Okay? So we could say, go back to this 99, throw it deep. That ain't football no more, bro. Unless you got Chase, Jefferson, fucking T. Higgins, Amon Ra. Look at how good these guys do these other routes, not just deep route. Ja'Marr Chase could do that because he's Ja'Marr Chase. He's a fucking number one pick. All these receivers are number one picks, bro. We can't compare these legends, Hall of Famers. Don't do yourself that fucking stupidness of putting this guy in that type category. Put him in a Dante learning. Give him some credit what he's a rookie. But starting him is going to be bad, bro, because he's going to have these elite corners covering this dude, and it ain't going to be preseason with a vanilla defense. These guys are going to bump him. He's not a really super big guy. Some of these DBs are borderline maybe 5 pounds less. Some of them are bigger. And we ain't the only team that got 6-something corners. If you're covered and you're 5'8", then you got a radius ball. But can you do another route? If you're predictable, they're not going to throw it to you, bro. If you're covered, it's a chance that he's going to have to take, that Geno's going to have to take. That's why I'm not. in the mode of a big, tall, one-way receiver. They're good to have. It works in high school, it worked in college, but it didn't work in college for him. You know, he had 26 catches, 600 yards, big play guy. Okay. Once in a while, that opens up. They do everything, and then a deep ball will open up and just go Thornton deep. There it is right there. That's what we're going to expect from Thornton right now. But if Thornton could do a post corner, if Thornton could do a fucking out and then come back, yes. Sit in the middle of the field and take that shit, yes. He's a wide receiver. I don't need a deep threat, bro. I need somebody that can do everything. That's why we got Amari Cooper. And we've all seen Amari Cooper catch the ball in middle field, take off with it. He still does that. And that's what we were lacking. Best does that, but he's not doing better than Jacoby or Trey Tucker. Thornton is too big, too tall to play slot. He's easy to see. Those type routes, you got to be moving around, bro. He's fast one way. You know, we can't sit there and think, well, he can do everything because he can't. I said, my boy Chewy said, feel at home with that Bulldog flat in the back. Always, bro. Always Fresno State. They got their ass beat by Kansas, but we got to suck it up. I'll be at the game at home, bro. You going? Let me know, man. I can meet you over there, man. I'll buy you a beer. I don't drink, but I'll get you a beer. I know you do. I'll get you a Modelo, man. Tell me where you're at. I go out there tailgating everything. Me and my brothers. Always Fresno State. That's why I hate USC. Thornton is going to flash, but as far as owning the game and dominating, you think he is? You that high on Thornton? He's a good prospect, bro. He has potential, but not right now, Jason Downs. A fourth round pick. You just can't throw him over there, bro. He's gonna get schooled, bro. He might come out and fucking fuck the world up, bro. I hope that happens. But I didn't see that. And it ain't like slack off in preseason. Why would you do that as a rookie, bro? Why would your coach tell you? Coaches don't say, oh, just lay it off a little bit. Lay it off a little bit. No, ain't no coach gonna tell you that, man. We come up with those excuses. Wait, it's only preseason. It's only game one. Don't worry about it. It's only game two. Next thing you know, you're 0-3, and then we're panicking. I just ain't with Thornton. I wasn't with Thornton from the get. What up, John Leon, man? What's up, man? John saying what's up to everybody. I use 1999 as an example of how we started turning a team that's going forward just to get better. I think that Amari Cooper makes us better. I'm pertaining to your last question. You know, I think that pickup. I don't think the pickup was there, but we had to do that. But I don't think he would have got let go. He was hurt, but god damn, man, that looks like a straight up panic move right there. You know, and we were saying DTR because he was a tip guy. He wasn't fucking good, bro. He's not a good pro. You think if he wanted DTR, they probably squash that, go get Kenny Pickett. If DTR was so good, why we give up a fifth round? I guess we like just giving picks away. You know, we like fucking giving 6th round picks and put them on the waiver wire. That was I questioned that those two, the Miller and Malik. I questioned those two from the get. What were you thinking? That you could change this guy to? Has he been a quarterback his whole life? I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what were they thinking right there, but they're 6th round picks. No one will give a shit, but. Did we sign a new defensive end today? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I haven't looked at the new updates. I just know what I've been reading. What's up? Cool Kev, my boy. Get ready, man. I told you what's up for the draft. Raider Nation live draft tomorrow, 5 o'clock. Holler Squad, the 29th on Friday, 5 o'clock. So if you win both those things, no excuses. Get your shit together. Go in Yahoo. Get lined up. You late. You auto pick, there's repercussions for that. Don't have the number one pick and be on auto pick. I know you're gonna get Chase anyways, but he might come to you. That's the only pick that I'm gonna let slide because if you get Jamar Chase. Because I know it's gonna happen anyways on both leagues. And if you don't, you just crazy motherfucker. So Trey and Dante Block. I seen that you have to situation in it. It wasn't, I gotta do this. And if he's that type guy, Biggs, if he's that type guy saying, I don't want to do this, but I have to, I don't want that guy in there. He needs them. And he took routes off, bro, when it wasn't going his way. You didn't see that? My boy Jeff in New England, he's seen that. And a couple other guys from respectable shows said that. Samoans seen that. You know, big up to them. But they say he takes plays off. You fucking doing that already as a rookie? I seen that. I paid attention to it on the games. He got told, and it was better. I see more effort. But you got to do that now, bro. It ain't come. I don't know, man. If you do it in practice or you take it slow, that's a habit, bro, and that's a bad habit. I said that before, bad habit. You got to break those, and I'm gonna bring those to light with you guys. It ain't like Mike's never. It looked like Grady's never satisfied. I know my name now. It ain't no thing. I don't think Cooper's gonna have to block, bro. Cooper's gonna be there just to be Cooper. Dante's gonna have to block, and Dante will block. I mean, and Cooper will block. So, Biggs, you paid attention to Cooper so much that you know that he don't block when he played for Cleveland and Buffalo. You seen him not blocking. Best offenses in the fucking league. If you got a running back, if you got Cook over there with that offensive line and that quarterback, and you have to wide receivers blocking when you're running up the middle for fucking 20 yards every play, then we can say Thornton don't need a block. If I had an offensive line like that, our offensive line been so bad though, a couple of years. Our receivers need to block, and sometimes they do. But the effort that Thornton was doing it, just because you're getting away, bro. Run over there, sprint over there. You're fast as fuck. Get there, then block. You see what I'm saying? I didn't see no effort in that. You gotta do that, bro. That's fourth pick round. That's round 4 pick shit right there. And he's our number one guy. No, you don't do that, bro. You do number 1 pick shit. I don't see it. I agree. My text limit may take. I agree. My text limit, my takes, and where I'm going with it. I understand that, Jason. I may be messed up, but I don't see her flow right there. Coach gave you a salute. Alfredo, what's going on, man? Sauce. What they say, Alfredo, the boss with the sauce. Brennan Jackson from the Rams, I believe his name, picked up off waivers, 24 years old. Young guy. I'm not really excited about. Not really excited about a guy, that we got off waivers. He's on our roster now. He's going to have to be in there and play. He might be a special teams guy. Yeah. He had some good preseason rest. Well, that's all I know about him. Now I'm Gravy Roselle, huh? Just of the concerns I have with this team. Cool, Kev, you like that roster you seen? Especially defensive. Gravy says Cooper is Crabtree 2.0. No, I said that he's not Michael Crabtree 2.0. I said he's Amari Cooper 2.0. And he could do the things that Crabtree did, but older. How old was Didn't we get Crabtree like in his 5th year or something like that? We didn't pay him a bunch of money to come over, right? I think we got him like year 6, 7 or something like that. I don't know what year it was, but he balled out for us. That's what I want Cooper to do. We need that productivity that Crabtree did with Cooper. I'm seeing that. It would have been a great pickup. Like I said, bro, Cooper's gonna be in a position to where he's not gonna have to. I would put Thornton in a position to where he can't block because he's gonna have to block people that he don't weigh more of. Cooper's a bigger dude, bro. Cooper's like 220 something. He's a big kid. He's bigger than Thornton. He could take a hit. You might not want to do it, but he's Amari Cooper. That. And what was Cooper, bro? Cooper was a #1 pick. We can't knock Cooper. Can't. Yeah, he fucked up and dropped balls and shot out a game. He disappears with it. When he doesn't, he balls out. But that's what we get. That's what we get. Did we panic getting him? Was there more wide receivers out there that we could have got when we know that these inconsistencies of these young players was going to happen? I think so. And we're sitting there with money in our fucking piggy bank for fucking what, 6 months already, 4 months already, just chilling. Who was saving that money for? All that money ain't getting saved for fucking Jakobi Meyers. It ain't. And we got John Leon. Hey, shout out to the 22 in here watching, man. And the old lineman from the Giants. We got a guy from the Giants old line. Would you play tackle or guard? We need some guards. Dante can't play slot, bro. He's only Captain Gravy. What's up, cool kid? I know, bro. That's about everything you say about me as a cat. I dig it. By week 3, we'll be glad we got Cooper, Offset, Dante's in his parent. By week 1, bro, I expect Amari Cooper to be starting at the other side with Jakobi Meyers. Now, if we don't sign or trade Jakobi Meyers, then Thornton's going to have to start because it doesn't look like Best took it over. You see what I mean? That we can't. It'll be drastic with what I've seen from Thornton right now. That Jakobi Meyers doesn't get signed because we got a rookie out there and an inexperienced Trey Tucker, inconsistent Trey Tucker, and Amari Cooper. I wouldn't be surprised if we got the 32nd wide receiver crew out there if we don't sign Jakobi Meyers. And we're putting so much pressure on Brock Bowers. We throw a linebacker and a safety on him, you ain't gonna be able to do shit. It's tough. But look at it, folks. Look at it, folks. What threat or concern you think defensive coordinator? Yeah, he's fast and all he does is run straight. They got tape on the dude. Shocked me, Thornton, to do something different than just run straight because all of his routes been fucking straight. All of his 3 catches have been straight. There you go, Mike. What's up? Say hello, Gabe. Who? I miss my boys, man. I haven't got on the line with them, but they're probably watching this. But mine right now, 6 o'clock. Gabe is home. Gabe want to come on? He can, bro. Maybe talk some shit. I didn't hear their live really that much. I was gone, but I kind of got a whiff of it. But I don't know if people that say, but there are a lot of people that have been out there, bro, very concerned about this roster. A lot of people. And I brought up some of my concerns. I ain't even got fully out there. There'll be a 5-6 hour live if I really got out there, bro. really. I just don't want to say it. And I'm not the type guy. Everybody knows it. I'm not the type guy to say I told you so. I'm not them dudes from the Dark Star or whatever. I told you. I told you. I'm not like that. But don't be surprised if I'm right. And I ain't even gonna say that. Is that when you get better players, like if you sign the Amari Cooper pickup is smart because you got a rookie out there, and I kind of think it was planned. And I don't know, you got to look at it that Amari Cooper he lasted this long for a reason because he's an older guy. He hasn't been productive, and then you know if he all of a sudden because he's a Raider again, he's gonna be productive. I already said that he ain't Crabtree. I'm saying he's gonna be in that role. He's gonna come in and take a bigger role than he was a number one guy. When Diggs left, he was a number one guy. He wasn't the number one guy when he went there. I think they got him to replace Diggs. He didn't even do that. He got a whiff of the playoffs. His production was more with Dallas. Raider big, spend that money on Micah would make a huge transformation. Damn, we got Michael Parsons. I wouldn't even be talking shit, bro. I wouldn't even care about our secondary. I said that. I wouldn't even care about our secondary, bro. You can put Trey Taylor over there, Eric Cole, and you can put all them motherfuckers over there. No quarterback will have enough time to go get. You throw Tyree at tackle, I wouldn't even give a fuck. And see, because Michael Parsons is doing this, people are dissecting his flaws. Oh, he can't do this. And Dallas, he's all over the place. Oh, all of a sudden, Michael Parsons can't stop the run. He does what our best guy cannot do is get fucking 20 sacks or 15 to 16, 17 sacks. He does that on a consistent basis. He shuts you down, dude. He takes over games. There's games where you can't stop Micah. And then what? And our guy has not done that. But we think the world of. And like, it's like, Max Crosby can't do no wrong. You talk stuff on Max, big old fucking cloud goes over your head and then you get picked on. What's up with that? No way. Might as well get a 2-year deal, can't really leave and go elsewhere. He can't go nowhere. He has to play his contract now. He just wants to get an extension. It's like shit done early, bro. So somehow they need some guaranteed money to get there, bro. You ain't playing. Something happens, you gotta. I understand being secure and getting that, but it's just tough, bro. We don't need. It's a distraction. I didn't think the other ones were. I just wanted Max Crosby to shut up and be quiet. You're gonna get your money, but just shut up about it, bro. And now you got your money. You better play like it. Play like them guys. Play like Garrett. Play like Micah. Play like all these other guys that are getting money. Play like Trent Hendrickson. Let me see that 17 and a half. I expect you to get around Trey Hendrickson sacks this year. And if you don't, I'm not satisfied with that. I want no 10 sacks, 12 sacks like you've been getting your whole career. I want 17, 20. Push that record, bro. Let's get more sacks and less pressures. Because you can get a pressure anytime. You can get a pressure anytime, man. You can get a compressor on a fucking touchdown pass or a completion. I like Parsons, but we can't give up all that draft capital money where we have too many needs. And now we got a lot of needs. We could have took care of all them needs on our bunch of money we had. We were talking that we had a bunch of money. And I don't understand why we don't spend it. And I'm not talking about a Micah. I know that's not gonna happen, right? I know it's not gonna happen, and I want draft picks. But look, we fucked them off. Yeah, there were 6 round picks, but we fucked them off. Didn't we get? We had a bunch of 6 rounders. Who cares? Said something right. Someone agrees with who cares. Agreed with the turnover in the league page. Jacoby Miles, 23 mil. We'll let him eat. Yep. I think 23 million, 23 around there. He deserves it. Why we always talking shit about our players when it comes down to money? You know, Max Crosby deserved what he got, but now I expect a lot from him because you're getting paid like them dudes, bro. You know, who's the best number two? T. Higgins is a number two in his team. He getting 100 something million. Jacoby Myers ain't like that. Jacoby Myers ain't like McLaurin. Jacoby Myers ain't like Amon Ra. He's not even like the other guy that got the first round pick they got. And he's the number two. They expect a bunch from that guy on Detroit, and Amon Ra might be the number two. And he's getting 100 something million. So what are we talking about here? Huh? Hated dude. Why you dragging our legit Raiders? Why you dragging these guys that produce for us the money? You know, you don't overpay. Who gives a fuck? It ain't coming out of our pocket. Let's just get the best player, pay him. We've been doing that and we lost. Why can't we keep them in? Hey, Raider Biggs players. That's true, bro. But how many turnovers? We last league got 10 turnovers. We got 10 turnovers last year, bro. What did those pressures do for us? We're bottom of the barrel in turnovers last year. How did that work, Raider Biggs? Look how many turnovers we got last year. How many all those pressures that Max Crosby got and all everybody else? 10 turnovers. Here we go. Here we go again. Look. Nah, I love you, brother. I gotta disagree with you on that. Hey, you know what? You know what, Pastor, man? I gotta give love to my boy 805 at Real Talk, man. Great show the other day. It was kinda where you look, I'm agree with you. Great show as always with my boy Chris and Severe, man. I was chatting it up with Severe on our little Angelo's chat that Guillotine League. You got good drafts, Severe did. 805, you got a good draft too, man. I was impressed with your draft. I'm gonna beat you up though. I'm gonna get you. I know we don't play each other, but I hope I last longer. Man, that was the last pick, dude. I'm all excited in this Guillotine League, bro. I was in the last pick. I'm 17, 18 pick. I was like, fuck, man. I had to wait forever, bro, to get my players, man. But Biggs, that's my 805. What's up, man? Blessings, man. It's always good to hear from you. Thanks for being over here with me, man. Hope you like my game. Here we go, night out. Look, there's no excuse. That's no excuse, bro. He been in this league as that type of executive for fucking 18 years, 20 years. He bragged about that. Tampa Bay has all these fucking accolades and picking players. Why you wasting 2 6 round picks? Those are precious for a team like us. We grab 2 quarterbacks that we cut. Waste. I don't give a fuck if they're on the practice squad. Waste. They're gone. I don't know if they'll get picked up. I don't know if they impressed anybody in preseason, but I don't know. It might be around for what the fuck are they gonna do with the practice squad? Are we happy about that? Who gives a shit who's on the practice squad? That be who's starting, man. Who's up there? Be concerned with who's playing on a Sunday. And being a rookie GM ain't shit. He's been around badass folks and badass organizations. You're on your own and you wasted 2 6 round picks. How do we know that gravy when they don't even see him that way? When they don't even see who that way? The like that. I'm just saying, bro. What I mean, night out, is that that's not an excuse. We're making an excuse if he fucked up, right? Now we can't say that who was the last year Telesco. He didn't. It's not Telesco's fault that what's his name was a fucking weirdo and he got hurt 5 games. I thought that was a good pickup. Dude Wilkins was a baller, you know. But Booker ain't gonna go in there and fucking take what Wilkins did. We think he is. We hope somebody can, but Lou ain't. Why? Wait, watch Wilkins get healthy and ball out, bro. Jacoby played a scrub Kobe and still got stabbed. Pay him a reasonable amount, more than 40 million. 40 million a year. I'll take two for 20. Actually, I'll give him 22, 23 million. A good, a good number two salary. You know, something like that. You know, we're saying that Jacoby Myers ain't a $22 million guy. Give him a raise, bro. And you're right, Kev. You're right for once because he had scrub ass quarterbacks. We forced the ball to Jacoby Myers and Brock Bowers at the end of the season because we 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 uh we didn't have anything else. We didn't have a running game. We abandoned the running game basically. Really, that's it. Last season, and that's all we had, bro, was Jacoby Myers and Bowers, and we didn't have Trey Tucker and all those other guys that we kept weren't doing shit. Oh yeah, but he got 1,000 yards, bro. He had a lot of 80 something catches. That's good season, bro. But he got 4 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns. Now that's why Jacoby Myers don't make 30 some million because he doesn't score, bro. Look at fantasy, bro. You get Jacoby Myers in fantasy, he didn't get you no yards. He only got what, two 100-yard games or something like that? Maybe one. I see Jacoby Myers. I see Thornton going off in a fucking fantasy land, fantasy world. Even I got that motherfucker, but he was my last pick. Here we go, my boy Raider. Pause up here. Gary still showing the Cowboy game in Vegas. I got tickets for $122. I won't see you because you waiting the fuck up there. You better take some oxygen, homeboy. I don't know if you got a good deal, man, but boss up there, I'll be there. So we'll chill out. You can't be seeing me, bro. I'll be out there, bro. I have my family with me. I have my sons with me and my daughter. So we're planning that. It's later on in the season. But I got another game. I'm gonna hit the home opener. I'm gonna hit the LA game. I always do that. Be with my boy Gabe and his family over there. We have a good game. We got a lot of special shit going on, bro. Raider Nation Live is gonna be out there, bro. We're gonna start coming back. Gravy's back. You know, low. Yeah, he's working, bro. He's tired, man. It's tough, bro. He goes to work super early. Gabe has to drive all around that stupid LA traffic, bro. Takes my boys away from me. And I've been lacking. I got some shit to do. I'm back to work. You know, transplant not an excuse for me no more. I got I still a thing, but you know, I'm doing everything right. I'm getting better. I'm straight up, and I'll make sure that I'll know you're around, Paul. You got your family with you. You going solo, man? We'll touch it up over there, bro. I'll probably be down there with my boy Josh. I'll try to go meet up with him and all them dudes around there to try to kick back, and then go back up to my seats where I'm at. I don't know where I'm sitting at, but I'll let you know, bro. Give me on the IG. I'll tell you. Ready bids to make payments $4 a month. It's not like that, huh? Hey, you do $40 a month. Is that any seat? How you get some love like that, man? I don't see shit like that. I was trying to look for handicap ones, and you gotta be in wheelchair shit, access and all that. I don't have all that, bro. I'm handicapped, but I'm not. I'm handicapped because of my transplant. I've been there for fucking 10 years, but I am fucking handicapped. I'm fucking sticking ahead. You guys probably think I'm sticking ahead the way I think about the Raiders. I'm like, change my mind, people. Change my mind. The play is gonna change my mind. It'll be good, and I want to be wrong. Cool Kev knows. Cool Kev heard me say good things about this team, and I was lying, and I felt bad giving that to you. I don't want to change the way you feel about this team. You don't have to listen to me, but I want to convince you that we got problems. We got problems right now with the secondary. Look at our backups in secondary. Look at our starters in secondary, and you guys are confident that we can shut people down when what was his name, Drew Lock tore our ass up, just in the middle of the field, on the outside, everywhere was just. They didn't have Sutton playing. They didn't have that rookie they got playing. You know, Tyler Murray wasn't playing. This dude that was back up for Arizona, just, like that. I don't know. You guys tell me, and stop saying that the press man is going to do the. When have we seen Patrick Graham run press man? When have you guys seen that? I'm not a defensive guy. I know defense, but we don't got the dudes to play man. We don't. So if you want to make a narrative and just think that we can play press man, you got to have the guys to do it. Pete Carroll is a zone guy. Gus Bradley is a zone guy. Gus Bradley's been a head coach in the league, and he took that defense. That was Gus Bradley's defense. Pete Carroll agreed with it, but Pete Carroll, even at USC, played zone all the way through. Then he goes to Patrick Graham. You think he kept the dude? I've never seen Patrick Graham play man. Maybe with the Giants, but he had guys there. He had better corners there than he did. Look, he had Peppers. He played everywhere, bro. Peppers is still playing, and he's there. He was, and we don't got those type dudes to play man. Not even press. Maybe against these bullshit teams, we got the guys to do it. But I've never seen Eric Stokes fucking ball out. He did good when he went in for Rasul in Green Bay. But we're gonna put a rookie out there and Kai Blue Kelly out there that had a great preseason. I'll give them that. But I ain't comfortable with that, man. What has Kai Blue Kelly done but just so good? Balled out. Best corner we had out there preseason was Kai Blue Kelly. And don't think I'm thinking with that. Watch the tape. Watch the game. And if we're one of them guys that are, oh, it's only preseason, that's excuses, people. That's just quit making up excuses to make yourself feel better and listen to what real guys that know that this ain't right. That secondary has never been right with me. And those 2 6th-round picks that we fucked up getting them 2 quarterbacks that we wasted, we should have got a running back and we should have got a fucking corner or 2 corners. Who agrees with me with that? No matter what I said about Zeus, we could have got somebody new. Maybe you just can't expect them to turn team around midnight, turn this into Super Bowl contenders. I ain't talking no Super Bowl, bro. I'm talking better than at least 6 wins. Licky, you're comfortable with this defensive setup? We're gonna score points, bro. Hey, we're gonna score points because it looks like we got a running game, and it looks like our offensive line is getting together. Okay, we're gonna score points, bro. Can we stop somebody? We didn't do it on 3rd down last year. We didn't do 3rd down the year before that. So I'm starting to think no matter who we have out there on this low budget defense that we got, these 1-year contracts, we're going to be in the same predicament that we were last year, losing players that ball out for us because they're going to get paid. Because we didn't pay and we didn't get at least one solidified fucking free agent. And as far as defense is concerned, who was it? Ken? You think Chen's getting paid a lot of money for a safety? Chin was on a good ass team, right? And this is what we talked about Chin. I wasn't with. I was cool with Chin being here. I was cool with Chin being here. If we make excuses for these guys because they didn't ball out in preseason, he should have fucking balled out. He should have been killing people. All I seen was missed tackles, bad angles, and what is Chin known for? Stopping the run. Pratt, stopping the fucking run. And Landon Roberts, he did that. Stopping the run. And we got ran on. Besides the last game, they ran all over our ass. At the end, Arizona was running all over. Look, watch the game. That's how they beat us. Just running football, running football. They ain't there no more, but at least sold that up, man. I know these guys ain't there no more, but when Chin was in there, he was doing the same shit he did in Washington. That's why they didn't fucking fight for him. That's why they let him go to us. I do expect, Licky. That's the problem with the Raider Nation, man. We can't just expect. We can't expect. I expect, bro. I expect. We went and got these players on the cheap. I expect them to play. We weren't told that in the beginning, bro. You lying to us. Are they lying to us? Is Pete Carroll lying? You know, now we're saying when AP was out there talking all this shit, we believe that, right? Did you believe that? I was on that AP row. I was like, yeah, boy, let's go. But where was all that during the season, bro? Pete Carroll's decorating. I'm not taking nothing from him. It shows we're a different coach team. I see things that are Pete Carroll-ish and we're good. That are good. And I'll talk about that, bro. I've been saying that. I'm not talking about offense, except for the wide receiver. We needed a wide receiver. That's why we got Amari Cooper. That was our last resort. What do we want? The same guys getting cut from a team? I heard a bunch of us saying, hey, wait till fucking cuts. Wait till fucking cuts. If you make the team and you ball out, you're going to make the team. There's like 5, 6 guys out of the thousands that get released that can make a team and be on the roster. Now, if you get the Ravens, you're going to be on the roster. So you better be good because we're going to lose a roster spot. I'm behind a little bit, but Leaky, man, I don't agree with that. Look where Wilkins, why you think the team hasn't signed him? Because he's hurt, bro. But you calling Lalu a mid player. He is. We think Lalu ain't even starting right now. We thought this high about him. Booker came in and took his ass out. Look right now. See, Booker ain't fucking behind. He ain't behind. Or he might be behind Butler. Lalu supposed to be the step up. I was talking about him. We hoping Lalu. Lalu is mid. Could this mean that Jacoby knows something we don't know? Like Josh Jacobs said, you want me to be a superhero? You can't pay me like a superhero money? Exactly what that is, Nada. But I think you over exaggerated with super. Can we all agree that Jacoby Myers deserves to get paid? Jacoby Myers did things to make us be in games. He didn't score a lot of touchdowns, right? So we didn't do things to win us football games, but he was clutch. And that means a lot in football. You a clutch first down guy. He's not really a possession type receiver. He's a go-to guy when you need something done, bro. He's dependable. He doesn't drop the football. You need that. Where is a guy like that that's out there right now? And why you fucking with this money? It's like we're messing around with everybody's money, and we have a bunch of it sitting there. And we lose. If we lose this thing with Wilkins, we're fucked, right? But we can still afford Jacoby Myers. We can make things happen. So Spytek is a good ass fucking GM. He can work around it. He can say, hey, well, we ain't gonna pay Wilkins all his money. He's hurt. He was gonna be an IR anyway. I would rather say, we ain't got it, we'll owe you it. And then sue me. You know what I mean? I'd rather do that. But sign Jacoby Myers just should have been done a long time ago. This dude shouldn't have had. This dude shouldn't have to be saying I want to get traded because that makes us think different. I heard all kinds of shit like fuck Jacoby, fuck this, or fuck. Nah, if he really is that way, then fuck Jacoby Myers. That's why we got Amari Cooper. But I'm not saying that because Jacoby Myers is an asset to this team. Christian Wilkins was an asset to this team. But he did what he did, man. I can't take none of that back. We ain't got a Christian Wilkins on our team that did the shit he did. He might have played only 5 games, but we won 2 of those games and we only won 4 the whole season. Remember we had Getsy running offense. Running offense, Gravy, he probably would have gotten 9 touchdowns. We got a guy like Jacoby, but I agree with you right there, man. I agree with you. Quarterback play mean a lot. And we sucked in that area, bro. But I'm not gonna sit here and say that Jacoby Myers wasn't a 1,000-yard guy. The years that he was at New England, he was just clutch, bro. Clutch, possession, don't drop the football, gets first downs, gets a little bit of extra yards after that. And what better way to say pay me like I do that than to run around and play cheat with the guy, And what better is out there? And what are you gonna get for him, man? We'll get another 5th that we lost for this bullshit backup that we had to get. I wish it was somebody different, more athletic. Pickett can run around a little bit, but he has wins. Yeah, But I just looked desperate. It looked desperate, and it looked like a reaction of downplaying Thornton. If you're so hyped up on Thornton, and we're and Lalu, and we pick up guys, we trade for guys. I would rather right now watching Booker play. He has a big time push. He has moves, and if we could win that trade because JB got hurt, and JP was a small guy, but JP was a good corner. What he did with the Raiders, I was impressed with. But now we downgrade everybody that leaves our team. We say fuck them. Yeah, you can say that, but it's not right because JB didn't do nothing wrong. You got beat. Get used to it. Get fucking used to it. Here we go, ready to pause. Already, Gravy? See you there, man. Oh, you mean all right? That game is in November something. Yeah, I see how hot it is, bro. I'm going to this. I'm going to the home opener, man. If it's 100 and something degrees outside, I ain't gonna be nowhere but in my hotel room. I don't do that shit. I'm already at Fresno, bro. It's 105 out here. I ain't gonna be in that shit. I'm done with that. I don't care who's out there. I don't care who's out there. I ain't gonna be out there no 110 being out there running around. There ain't no getting used to 110-degree heat, even if you're far from Fresno or Las Vegas. Fuck that. I ain't doing this. I'll try to make it though. Said he's happy with drafting Dante. Here we go. Tyree said he's happy we drafted Dante. You giving him a break this year. Giving who a break? Tyree? I'll tell you what, Tyree has more production. Dante has way more production as a 4th-round pick than our number 1 pick is. But what I say about Tyree Wilson is that I'm going to get off the dude because I don't expect nothing. I don't expect nothing from Tyree Wilson. I expect the same shit. He might go have a game or 2, but that's it, bro. That's it, bro. I've seen enough. And he did it again. He did it in preseason. If he was so getting ready to be what he is, he would have did it already. I don't give a fuck if he had 1 year off or whatever. That's even worse. He should have been better that 2nd year. I'm not giving him credit, bro. He shouldn't have been picked there. It was stupid. That's what I agree. Tyree, his proven year was done, bro. He doesn't need it. He should have blew up. We picked a hurt player. It was just dumb. It was stupid. It was stupid. A stupid pick. Shouldn't have been happened. And we should have got the guy we wanted, bro. So imagine that defensive line we would have right now with that dude. Our secondary is there we go, Nidell. It is, dude. Look at it. Look at it a little bit harder and look at who our backups are. He agrees with two corners. I'm satisfied. Trust the process. Mike, you want to piss me off? I'll catch up to you guys, man. I know your question's a little bit late, but the way I'm looking every game, I'll be a shootout because our secondary can't stop the run or cover the middle of the field, dude. I ain't the Legion of Boom. It's the Legion of Hoop starting in the room. Just about what I think, Nada. And you ain't the only one, bro. You know, if you're sitting here listening to content creators and we all right in the secondary, that defensive line better get some push, major push, major. You know, I think Coons, he's having a little bit. His get off was better on the Arizona game. He played a lot in the Arizona game, and he, being a defensive guy, you got so many people going for you, trying to chop you up, man. Running backs, you got tight end. They're your same size, but maybe a little smaller than you. But Coons, he's not a super big guy. He's quick. He has band. He can get around a corner like that, but he showed it the second game. But being concerned with that knee, I don't blame him, bro. I got two ACL surgeries, and I played football again, but I don't give a fuck type dude. I'll go there and get hurt. I care. When you're in the NFL, you always have that second thought in your mind that I can lose. I lose everything. And he's on a proven year, so he has to do that. And like I said, he's not a. I'm a. He's mentally, he needs to get there. I think it's not physical. He can do everything he can do, but he needs to get over that, and it's tough to do. I'm not giving him a pass, but he needs to get over it. He needs to get over it quickly because I expect the coach to be a dominant force, like we all expect him to do. And all this, he was hurt, just wait and see, he's a year off of ACL. Nah, dude's come back 6 months. He took a whole year off, bro. This is fucking a year and almost a couple of months since he got hurt. He got hurt and OTA. So it's a long recovery. That coach needs to do something. We appreciate these 8 games that he did so bad, so great. We have to expect Coach to be a factor in that on that edge. He has to be. I just don't want Coach stopping a run. He needs to get to the passer. Max needs help because he lost Wilkins. And I don't give a shit if it was 5 games. Matt got busy when Wilkins was in there. So we need that push with Booker or Adam Butler. We have both inside guys getting busy because we have 4 linebackers starting. So it looks like we're running 3-4. Look at it. That's what I see. We kept 10 offensive linemen, bro. And 10 defensive linemen, I think. Somebody looked at it for me. We had 10 defensive linemen and 10 offensive linemen. That's what I seen. We got 5 receivers. So usually people keep 7, 6. I don't know what that reason is, but man. Okay, Leaky, what it got? I never said, Leaky, what I say you said, bro. I never said I was comfortable with the secondary. We need a lot. We need the help we can get. We need a lot of help, bro. I didn't think I confronted you with the leak. I don't know if I did, Leaky. I apologize for that, but I'm not comfortable with it. I told you take a look at it, see if you're comfortable with the backups, I think. But man, you can't be happy with that, bro. I just don't want people to say that, oh, we good in the secondary. I ain't gonna let that happen, bro, because I'm gonna contradict you every time. Because Kai Blue Kelly has never done shit before, and neither has Eric Sutton. And I hope I'm like every typical Raider fan. I hope they ball out. This new environment, this new scheme, but it doesn't look like they did anything to stop anything. Vanilla shit, you know, do it right. If it's so vanilla, if they're doing so vanilla offensive schemes and not showing nothing, you should put this stop it. You're playing zone, do it right. Cover your guy, cover your area, and get in the way of the fucking receiver and get the ball. Tackling that secondary is atrocious, bro. Whatever to all these motherfuckers that big dudes that can hit and do all this, where was it at? What was it at? It happens, but missed was way more than done. To me, what do you guys think about that? I agree, but we also slid back in second round, and it's not gonna help us anytime soon. I'm starting to learn this was a quantity, not quality draft. Well, we just wasted two picks, Jason Downs. Wouldn't you like another defensive tackle? Or you know what happens most, bro? Usually the first round pick tackles, they're usually successful. And and there's a reason for that. A big dude, athletic guys, these defensive linemen are athletic as fuck. Why don't we get them? You know? And I hope we could do that with the secondary because nowadays it's very, very important to have a ball, just one ball. If you got one badass corner, that's why I was so ready for this Ramsey shit, man, because he's that type dude where you can have him just leave him alone. And, and I know Patrick Young would do this because he did it a little bit with Jack Jones, bro. I didn't like us losing Jack Jones. He might have been a dick, but he balls. And he got burnt. Morik has his best season covering that dude. That's why Moore got paid because Jack Jones was there, bro. We need that. We ain't got nobody that's a stick to ball hawk like that. The secondary has always been a concern with me. As soon as we got Eric Stokes, I was like, nah, this ain't gonna work. And that's it. And that's it. And Darren Porter, he didn't play corner a lot in college, bro. He played in the box. And he was a run stuffer. He was all over the place in preseason missing tackles. Yeah, is that because it's only preseason? Or you're rookie, you should show that. What do you guys think? That's cool. That's cool, Nada. I try to convince you, man, to be sour, dude. That's cool. You confident in them guys and what you want, you know. But what I see now is not good, bro. And that's just me, bro. You disagree with me? You're always on the show. You're always cool, Nada. I love you, man. You're great, bro. I'm not kicking you out. Nothing. I just want to be real, bro. And I don't want. I'm not getting any attention. Ain't nobody watching me more. People are probably watching me less because I'm talking shit. But you know, I can't be convinced to be happy. Just do it. You can't tell me what you've seen out there. Oh, it was better than the first game. It was better than the first game, but not drastically. We still missing tackles. We missed more tackles in one game, like 15, 13 tackles in one. That's bad, bro. Pee Wee teams don't even miss 13 tackles. They take bad angles because they don't know them yet. But we have we're good at taking bad angles. We're good at missing tackles. That's not good, man. That's not good, man. Defense wins championships, bro. I guess we ain't getting one. He's built championship teams. Where's he going? I don't know where his thinking is at. Maybe he's good with what we got, bro. Or maybe he was lying to us saying he in there for the long haul because he's gonna get stressed out if he thinks that these guys are gonna be what he get. He's getting the people, he's getting the big guys he wants. But just because they're big doesn't mean they can play man. You can play press, but you can't play man. You gotta run with these guys. We ain't got a corner like that. Maybe Porter's that guy. Maybe he can develop. But as a third round pick, bro, your development should be minimal, bro. Your development should be small. And if you draft a guy that high that doesn't play corner that much in college, you got to teach him how to play corner. And if he just shut down guys, are gonna be, There's been third round draft picks that have been shut down, guys. Happens all the time. Do we have one of those? But are you on a wait and see to see that happen? Or are you gonna give him another game to get the defense down? No, he should have it already. If you're starting, you should have that defense down. There's no gimme time. Or you're gonna get burnt if you were gonna talk about you. If you were gonna talk shit about you, like me. I ain't gonna take 1, 2 games for me to say you're not balling. According to you, we would have won more games last year if Pete was coaching instead of hell yeah. We're gonna win 2 more games just because of Pete. I see it already. Add 2 more games to the 4 we got. That's what I think. Coaching wins football games. Bro. How many times did we get out coached last year and lost football games? Just about everyone. Just about everyone. That game against Kansas City with the snap, that's coaching. Dumbass, you should have kicked the field goal right off the bat and win the game. What the fuck are you positioning your kicker for? I don't. If he missed 3, what are the odds of Carlson missing 4 field goals? It happened. But take the fucking gamble, bro. You're talking all this shit. That was last year, bro. Bad team. I don't see any. I see improvement as far as coaching, but the personnel was different, bro. I would rather have Morick there. I would rather have Hobbs there. Me. Okay, you're gonna tell me that they're hurt. They're doing it. All right. But would he would have got hurt if he played with us? I was a Hobbs guy. I was now we talking on Wilkins, but you all pumped up on him if he didn't do the shit he did, right? We don't. What Wilkins did last year, yeah, he did things, bro. We know defensive line. He took up people. And that's what you do. That's what you do when you're a defensive lineman. You take up people. You want to get double teamed and let Max roll, let Coons roll, and let those guys on the outside. That's why homeboy we got from Jacksonville rolled up, bro. It causes turnovers, bro. Defensive front's gonna cause you turnovers, even if we got a pass secondary. Put it like this: if we got a good defensive line, I don't give a shit who plays corner. If our defensive line is dominant, I don't care who you got at corner. They're gonna get pigs. They make the quarterback make bad decisions. That's what you want to do, bro. But if you're clogging the middle and letting your defensive ends roll and put pressure on that quarterback, he's gonna fuck up. He's gonna do something bad. No matter who you have back there, just don't leave him wide open in the middle of the field like we constantly do. So it's got to be a concern. And we were getting killed in the middle of the field still. And we go, why wait till the season ready to start to ask for a trade? To me, it's leveraging himself to get more money. If he wanted out, why not ask for a season last year? Because he wants to get paid, bro. He wants it done now. That's what they do, bro. Max did it. Trey did it. Fucking the dude from all these badass pass rushers. Dude, Mike is doing it now. Those are pass rushers, but everybody does that, bro. I don't think he's there, man. He's practicing. So something that's good. Something's good about it. I expect him to be a Raider, bro. Unless they do some dumb shit, and they better win this trade. They better get a guy that can do what he does. So what's up, Jay, man? How you doing, man? Thanks for being here with Coach Jay, man. What's up? That's my boy Jay, man. He has some good shows. He's on with a bunch of dudes, dude. Night Owl knows shit about to get ugly. I hope so. Now, I don't know if it's me or someone's gonna come on, but as a team, look, I want this team, but man, it's hard, bro. In all fairness, I want better play and complete. Like it means something. The wins will come. We will do it. He's fan. I just wanted it to pan out, Jason, and I'm not comfortable who's back there. And this is just offensively. I have my issues with the wide receiving core, but I got a little bit of confidence in Cooper to do things. Cooper can do things still, bro. Do I want someone different besides Coop? Yes. You know, I was in a discussion with Gabe. You know, Gabe Davis was out there, bro. He's a possession receiver. You know, he has his flashes, but I'd probably be the same thing that Cooper do. Cooper's a better receiver, but Gabe Davis could do the same. You know, I would be comfortable for Gabe Davis with Jacoby. You know, he's a two, but it ain't gonna happen. You guys not like that, but guys that can do things and when you wanted to. But just Jacoby's really, really good at that aspect of football. He's good at that. And we can't lose that, bro. We lose that, then we're drastically bad. You know, just that one possession that can change a game, man. That first down can change the game. It can change a possession, just that. Just that. And we could do what gets put on us. We could get a 30 and 18 and not prevent a 30 and 18 and prevent a 30 and 18, then we'll be a good team. But we always let the 30 and 18 happen. And we don't get the 30 and 18. Cheap guys that could do that. Jacoby Myers could get a 30 and 18. You just go to the sticks and bring it. Mason Downs back in the house. I think Brandon Jackson was a good pickup. He practiced. He ain't gonna be on the practice squad, but I don't think we're gonna see him that much. Came from a good team, which is good. And Pete let Darren Porter get a lot of playing time in the preseason. That don't mean shit to me, the people. And he didn't play good. He didn't play good. And Eric Stokes has a lot of experience, but he didn't take no lead. He was a backup, bro. We got backups and rookies as our starters. Not one decorated stop guy. Not one. Hey, it might change though. It might change. We the people. He gonna do good. Who's that? Hey, I'm gonna get out of here real quick. He's going to do good. He has no choice. He ain't got no choice. I've been saying that, bro. They ain't got no choice but to play good. If he's such a good DB dude, why is he doing this? Why does he go get that guy? None of these guys are like even close to what he had as the other. And try out bases, bro. We just wait and see. You know what we're gonna do? I don't want to do that. I want to be strong. Hey, lock it up and lock it up. I guess I can't convince Jack Joe did get last year. He had a few good plays, but we were waiting about bad plays. I looked at those bad plays, bro. But Jack Jones could cover better than Eric Stokes. Jack Jones could cover better than JB or DCAM. Jack Jones was so instinctive, and he brought that to us with his picks. But you know, they have bad plays. But the good thing about Jack Jones is he forgot about that shit and came up with something. We ain't got a guy like that. Eric Stokes has one interception in 4 years. How many pass breakups does he have? I can't remember off my head, but it ain't a lot, and it's not impressive. Look, look at our guys that are starting with their pass breakups and picks. Darren Porter or Ty Blue Kelly, look at that. That means something. You could get his stats up now. You know, I have aspirations for these guys, but I'm just questioning what we have out there now. It's not. It's not. I'm not a. I'm not sitting there going, "Wow, man, these dudes are gonna ball out." I ain't even saying that these dudes are gonna ball out. I ain't really giving them a chance to ball out. It's just I expect that from Eric Stokes to get burnt. I expect that from Eric Stokes to get on a slant where he's supposed to be covering that area and he ain't getting the catch because that's what he always does. I thought that did be an upgrade from Marcus Peters. Well, that season told me otherwise. taking plays off. That was the reason why they got rid of Jack Jones. He's his own mindset, bro. He was better than Marcus Peters. Before Marcus Peters, Pro Bowler Marcus Peters, no. But Jack Jones was the same way. They got rid of him because he's an asshole. And he's not a team guy. He's a me guy. Richard Sherman was the smartest cornerback. Developed. He was a big guy. He was a wide receiver, bro. He was a big guy. Went in there, got new shit. Gus Bradley came up with this new shit. These big corners, and he got developed. We don't got a Richard Sherman, bro. Richard Sherman didn't take fucking 4 years to develop. Eric Stokes hasn't developed yet, and he's on our team. My opinion, what's up, man? I haven't argued with you in a minute. What's up, bro? I don't know if you like what I'm saying, but peace out. Bro got picked as there's no bad decision. I don't know about that pickup, bro. We had to, but I wouldn't have traded. Pickett he's got experience. He's been in the league before. He has wins. He has more wins than losses, which is better than our others. I'm done with AOC. I'm done. Now I'm glad people are starting to say that because the way he played the preseason, you get what you get from AOC. The offense was so fucking slow. He takes so long to deliver the football. He waits so long. That's AOC. I'm glad we got that hint. None of us are mad about it. None of us are mad. Like I said, I hate to say it, but I'm glad he's not there. I don't expect Pickett. I don't think it was a steal. I want to give him a fifth for him. I think it was a panic mode that we need to get a guy. Damn, Gravy, 3 hours live. Yes, sir. Yeah, Russell. Thank you, Coach Gravy, before the season starts. Oh, here we go. I got Russell giving me some love. That's very rare. Before the season starts, everybody hit you up. All the DMs to talk about Raiders. Much love and blessings. One more thing, Raider Nation, motherfuckers. There we go. My boy Ralph from now. Always got a big time inspirational Raiderism type thing when he pops on every show. You leave your link in the chat. Ralph will get on there and spit some badass knowledge. Ralph is the OG in the content creator world. He's been on there about 5 years already. I remember Ralph when he was like 20 years old with a fucking Carolina jersey on. I see fans saying loses Spillane. Oh, yeah, leaky. I say Spillane. Yeah. I see fans losing Spillane is a big no. He was not dude. He was horrendous in tackling. He was also taking plays off. And who we got better? Production. I, I, I think Roberts will be that guy. I like Roberts. He had to grow on me though. I'm this much Roberts. I'm this much saying that he's a good linebacker, bro, and perhaps a good linebacker. Devin White shine and everything. You didn't see that guy. He has that side. Devin White is healthy, and he's fast, and he gets there. He's a new. Look, dude. Devin White was 19 years old, dude, playing in the pro, all pro. I'm 20 years old. Do we remember that? I seen that Devin White, like he was back then. He's quick, instinctive, he's taking on blocks, he stopped. You guys got to look at Devin White when he was up there. But he messed up like the rest of them. So they were running the ball on us, but most of the time he was taking that block on. He just needs help. Linebackers don't do shit by themselves anymore. They need help. Not Gravy Facts and missed tackle. Yeah, he missed that. They have a problem with that. Very important missed tackle was too big. I was wondering. Here we go. I was wondering what that reason not drafting Shador because we screwed up our quarterback too. Because I wouldn't watch Shador. Shador looks terrible. He's terrible, bro. He's not 5th round pick or worse. Me, My boy Gabe wanted to push this dude, getting him at 6. I'm sure he regrets it. It's jacked up that whole Shedeur Sanders dude, but he had it. You know, I get talking yourself up and having confidence and things like that, but after the fact, bro, you can't make excuses why you did things. But you made the team, bro. You made the 53-man roster. You did because we took tickets, but it's just weird that you're not gonna get no play, bro. They didn't even. I think they just satisfied outer something to do, and you can't take away that $30 million of fucking jersey sales. You got a bunch of people over there wearing a third string, a fourth string quarterback jersey. You got $30 million jersey sales over there. Man, people with number 12 jerseys for Cleveland, and the dude ain't even gonna see a game in probably fucking 3 years. Ain't that a bitch? Cleveland's worse than us. Yeah, getting jerseys and shit. Because I know you got people out there wearing Louis jerseys and Tyree jerseys and all this bad players. I bet you there's 26ers out there too, and the rookies. I bet you I see a bunch of 10s out there. You gonna get your old school fucking Cooper jersey and throw it on? Who's gonna do that? Who has a Cooper jersey? I did. I'm not happy with Pickett, but I think it was a move that they got desperate. And we could have waited a little bit, man. You know what I mean? We could have waited a little bit. I know Gabe was, what I watched on the live at the Red Nation, like my boys did. Gabe was saying there was a couple of people out there that we could have just waited just a little bit and not overreact. I think we overreacted with that. He's a backup, in my opinion. And ain't no worse than what AOC. Compare AOC and him. He has 25 games. He has a winning record. I don't think AOC is bad, bro. Your second guy has to kind of be what your first guy is, so it doesn't drop off. You've seen the drop off of flow the offense had when AOC was in the game. And then Miller goes in there and it started back up again. And then it was just so hard for him being where he was picked to make a move up there because AOC wasn't going to go nowhere. But I'm surprised that we got rid of Miller and went this way. I'm surprised. But I wouldn't have had Miller as my number 2. I would have did something, but just not picking. And I wouldn't have got Shedeur. But it's a rookie, another guy. It's just a rookie. Commercial break. I would have taken Jacoby Brissett. Nah, yeah, maybe. But Brissett has his bad shit too, bro. We just see Brissett a lot. I wouldn't have want that DTR guy. I wouldn't have want Hendon Hooker. I wouldn't have want none of them motherfuckers. They ain't this shit. But I would have Pickett over fucking DTR. I would have over Huntley. I don't give a fuck if he played for Chip Kelly. That was college, bro. And defensive. What he did at UCLA and what he did at Ohio State is totally fucking different than what he's doing for the Raiders. I bet you see that. They didn't show a lot. It was vanilla. Do it right. Like I've been saying. If it's vanilla, execute it and do it right. We looked a mess. Our first game was a mess. It got better. And you see the creativity get a little bit better, a little bit more movement on the offensive line, more calls when Geno was in there. These dudes ain't making. AFC ain't out there changing shit. I didn't hear him. I didn't see him. Maybe he just doesn't do it. I probably don't trust him. Just run a play. Great show, huh? Oos, always love and respect. And well up, Nation. All right, Nikki. You an Oos, bro. Hey. So, salute, bro. The O's Nation. I love my O's out there. There's a bunch of them in Fresno I get along with. I'm very fortunate to have a lot of Ooses that's backed up over here in my town, bro. They're deep in Fresno, bro. Deep. And they're all 49er fans. All 49er fans over here. Game one, Selena's going to be nasty. Where he gonna ball out, man. Spillane, a baller, bro. And I hated losing. He got paid a lot of money. I would have paid Spillane. I would have paid Spillane and got a Landon Roberts and probably would have got Pratt too for that team. I would have liked a Landon Roberts and Spillane. That would have been good. And Devin White. I would have got Pratt. I'm impressed with Landon Roberts what he did, bro. I was impressed with him. And a lot of people said that too. Here we go, Ready Big. Porter was in college too. I'm not saying he's gonna be Sherman, but I'll trust I'm gonna go DB. He's done it in multiple as a third round pick, bro. As a corner, we I don't think what I heard from Pete Carroll is that the development of that guy not playing DB at all. By the time by the time he shines, Pete Carroll's probably gonna be dead or out of football. And this dude was starting, bro. We had him in a starting lineup. And we got to say thank God, Kai Blue Kelly balled out. Right, Kai Blue Kelly was the star of preseason. To me, he was a star preseason without being a. He moved up, bro, from fourth all the way to starting. That's impressive. I don't know what Kai Blue Kelly was picked or what year he is in the NFL, but he looked like he was ready to roll. Sorry, he moved up in the charts, but he's not the guy, man. You're corners. You're supposed to have one. If you have one guy that can just show up, that's it, bro. That's all you need. The other guy will get picked on, but damn, George Sanders was sabotaged. The only thing that pisses me off about George Sanders, and we can talk about this because it's a football show, whatever, is that when people bring in race to it, I think that's bullshit. Because when you bring up race because of a guy, there's black quarterbacks that get strapped all the time. This guy was pumped up so much. We did this to Shador Sanders and himself and his dad. The dude came into football with the guidance of his dad. No one has ever taught him anything but his dad. He doesn't have his dad no more. That's we make up. I've been saying this. We're making excuses that this guy is balling out and all this and that, and he he doesn't. Bro. He makes bad decisions. He doesn't. He don't know what to do when his first read is gone. He looks right at his. He made good throws. Every quarterback's gonna make good throws, bro. But he's not that caliber guy. And then you could make excuses for him. He got sabotaged. He did it to himself. His dad did it to him. But we just can't accept that he's an average quarterback. Average quarterback. I don't think he's a fifth round guy. He was a little above that in my book, but he's playing like the way he played. And if he was with the ones, he probably would have got better protection. But he just looked bad, and he had the opportunity as a fifth round pick that every fifth round pick would have got, and it wasn't sabotage, man. If he was that good, he would have balled out. He would have made those plays instead of losing fucking 30 yards. That's just the way I think. But I don't want Sanders. In my opinion, I don't think Sanders is good. You know how we did it. Overreaction is a rookie GM. Overreaction for what? That he fucked up picking two quarterbacks sixth round and then try to move one and then didn't keep the other one when he had a little bit of promise to have a future. What was your intention? Kenny Pickett threw this guy out, or what's up? Yeah, he might be on the practice squad, but I don't think anybody's gonna fucking break down walls to get Cam Miller. Somebody might, but I think everybody's pretty much set at quarterback. Some people keep two, some people keep three, but I thought we would keep three. But AOC got hurt. We needed a number two. Pickett's the guy. And I thought we would have another guy, and I thought that would be Cam Miller. But where's our guy from Nevada, Las Vegas that we had? That guy was a supreme athlete. He didn't even get a shot. He must have got dunked. I didn't see no movement in him. He just gets where's he at? The guy from Las Vegas. I mean, Ellie, what's up, man? People mad at Pickett, but want Hooker. I ain't with Hooker, bro. I said that already. Let me tell you guys that I said it once before and a couple of times. Detroit was so impressed. Detroit Lions are so impressed on the development of Hendon Hooker. They went and got Bridgewater that was coaching high school football, won a championship, sitting on his fucking office, and brought him in to be backup. That's how impressed they were with Hendon Hooker. And I was a Hendon Hooker guy. But when they did that, I was like, nah. And when have we developed a badass quarterback? When have we developed a quarterback? It wasn't Derek Carr. Derek Carr was badass in college. He came in, took the role, and did what he did. He got fucking up at the end. That's him. Everybody knows I hate Carr. I was rolling with him, but I held my tongue for Derek Carr for a long ass time. Yeah, he had that opportunity, Nido. I don't get chances, man. You this, you should have balled out. You should have balled out no matter who was fucking out there, bro. That's what we do. Our quarterback is shit. We blame the offensive line. It's not always like that, bro. Yeah, Gabriel played for that same offensive line and balled out, bro. I like Dylan Gabriel. I'm not a Shador dude. I ain't gonna argue with this night out. I don't want Shador Sanders. I think he'll be a distraction big time because everybody's gonna want this motherfucker to start as soon as Geno Smith goes to fucking pick. Oh, where's fucking? It'll be like an AOC thing again. Like people saying, fucking bring Derek Carr in. He fucking hurt. You can't. You just crazy, bro. That just shows me how much everybody, not you, not everybody. Nah, bro. We don't need that. We would have got too much distracted with the Kobe shit, with the Miller shit, this wide receiver shit. It's a distraction for me because I don't know what the fuck gonna happen now. You out, bro. I hope you ain't upset, bro. Salute Raider Nation, man. What's up? What up, Night Owl? I'm a good one, bro. I might be on with my boys. A lot of backup QBs don't play with the first team. Just see how it goes in preseason. But you play on the second team, ball out, no matter who the fuck is there. They ain't putting you out there to get hurt. You put yourself in those situations. How much did you learn? You got to work your way up, bro. As a fifth round pick, you just can't expect because you got Sanders on your back, and I bet you this: if he didn't have Sanders on his back, you wouldn't even got picked. But all this shit about they did all this and not what Eric Dickerson said. They said don't pick this dude for what? What his dad just said? Be confident in his son. He has confidence. I agree with that, but just shut up and do it on the field, bro. We ain't played a game yet. And then your first game was all right. After that, bro, you act like a fifth round pick. And didn't take the initiative to say I played like you were just legendary. Where you gonna be legendary? Never. Unless somebody gives you an opportunity again. And I hope you get that, bro. Take advantage of what you got right now, no matter what you're in. If he was good, he would have gotten drafted earlier. Teams don't pass him. Montana quarterback very often. You may get a Montana Brady over 30 years, but most get drafted early. Yeah, if you're a good quarterback, they can't pass you by. And man, I'm 3 hours in, so I want to thank everybody for being here. Very Biggs in here with Sally. Not out, always, man. Good discussion with you, bro. My opinion, thanks for coming back. Big, Leaky, Cool Kev, my boy Mike, Rafa, my opinion, Biggs again. Always Leaky, we the people. All you guys, man. Thank you for coming up here. Coach Davis show all of a sudden quick. So I do these once in a while, but I just have to get some stuff on my chest when I talk about the team. I know you were a little upset on the way I felt, but hey man, do something to make me say this. And maybe next time I will. But from now until game time, I always stay rated up. Always watch Ready in July. Myself, Coach Gravy, Ready Gay 420, and What Up Low, man. Those are my two boys. We're gonna have a show pretty quick here in a minute. Make sure you guys watch, check out. Peace out, man. Go Raiders. What's up?